traffic center. A local sky tracker with Cash Paderka. She's on standby. She has the latest forecast. Really hoping for more sunshine. We also have a bridge and tunnel report. First, let's get to the latest traffic hotspots. Here's Ray Luck.
Begin at the Oak Street Bridge. Again, there was a crash northbound north end. Both lanes were blocked, and you were forced to exit at that first southwest Marine off-ramp, which takes you east. But it feels like maybe one lane squeaking by now. There's a change here. Let us know. It's certainly not as bunched up to Canby Road anymore. Yeah, it's busy from Bridgeport, but slightly better news. There's one lane passage now towards 70th. Seems like it. I'm seeing more cars up at the lights at 70th. If that's the case, pound 730, you got please and thank you. The other two bridges, Arkalang and Knight, driving north are fine, although 9th Street picking up more volume. Once you get off the bridge, climb hill towards 57. Pitt Meadows, I think the fourth debris might be gone now. Eastbound before mid-span, it was in the middle right lane. Pitt Meadows, traffic lights malfunctioning on Harris Road at 122nd. Pay attention to forward stop procedure here, as well as severe collision on 184th at 80th. All directions were impacted, but it doesn't look as bad anymore, so maybe they have wrapped this one up. Maybe a slight northbound delay as you approach 80th. Out of a vehicle in South 32 on 1920 Boulevard on ramps at 99 South. I think this one might have wrapped up to this point as well. Looking normal again. Anything else? Let us know. Pound 730.
Thank you, Ray. And now for a bridge and tunnel report starting downtown for Granville County Street Bridge. All A-OK in and out of the downtown core. No worries for the viaduct. Heading over to the Lions Gate. Right now, you're looking at a one-lane heading south to northbound lanes, but still not looking shabby at all on the north and westbound. Just a couple pockets of southbound volume as you cross the bridge, looking great through the Stanley Parkway, and just a couple pockets of heavy volume on Georgia between Butte and Brevard, heading east, leaving the downtown core. Over to the Ironworkers, that's really clear sailing out of North Van along Highway 1. A light pocket of eastbound volume after Lynn Valley Road, but you're looking good across the bridge through the Trask-Yard in both directions around the Bundy Lake stretch. Down to Richmond to Vancouver connections, while Oxford Line is moving smoothly, no problems off the island, same for the 9th Street Bridge, I should say. That is free and clear north and south. The problem is the Oak Street Bridge. There's a crash northbound at the north end, which reports that you're down to one lane. It is still gridlocked. The vertical line is slowly starting to move with that one lane, but if you're stuck at the end, you're backed up past Bridgeport Road. It is gridlocked. So again, use the Arthur Lane for the 9th Street Bridge instead. Down to your Mousy Tunnel, that is free and clear north and south with 2 lanes both ways. Over to the Alex Fraser, that is top speed between Delta and Richmond. With all the Delta feeders, 64th, 72nd, and Nortel Way looking A-OK. Eastwest connector Breeze and the Queensboro, that's looking good around Highway 91A. Stewartson, 6th, 20th, and Marine Way are all A-OK. Heading over to the Patello, zero delays both ways here. Nice shape out of New West down McBride. No holdups leaving Surrey. Portman is wide open between Coquitlam and Surrey with a valley volume basically at zero. Not seeing any through Langley, Abbotsford, or Chilliwack. Along the Highway 1, you're A-OK. Peace River Bridge looking is between Cocoa and Pitt Meadows along Low-Key. Nice shape for the Maryhill bypass. Old Mayor's Bridge is free and clear north and south. Haney bypass, the Breeze, and the Mission Bridge problem-free. If you do see any trouble in traffic, you can always use the hands-free phone call at pound 730. If you can do so safely, don't be shy to send us a tweet. That's AM 730 traffic. It's rain heavy at times today. You'll be hanging on to those umbrellas, but the timing of the clearing couldn't be more impeccable. My name is Cash Paderka. I'm in the Global Sky Tracker Weather Center. By the weekend, it looks like we'll be clearing out. It's still a ways out, but it looks like it should be clear early high with temperatures warming back up. For today, we're only at a daytime high of 15, 5 degrees below seasonal. Rain heavy at times. By the time it's said and done, it should be a good 40 millimeters of rain for Metro Vancouver at the most. Then Friday, we'll still have scattered showers in the mix and a pretty cloudy day in store. So we'll do an unsettled day. Saturday, Sunday, sunshine mix. Good news on the Oak Street Bridge. You're now cleared of that crash that was northbound out the north end. Delays are really starting to dissolve. The front of the line is moving nicely back to line. Sluggish from around Bridgeport, but you're on your way. Out in Surrey, still have a crash on 184th and 80th. All directions, they're not all affected anymore. Mostly seeing a north and south away on 184th, but nothing to really hold you up in trouble as in Pitt Meadows. We'll have all the details and the Ferry Border report after this.
Did someone say PCR doing points? Yeah, we did. At Real Canadian Superstore until June 15th. For 25,000 points for every $100 spent on home, electronics, and more. That's like $25 in points. Save for real at Real Canadian Superstore. See fly for details. Are you ready to finally replace that missing tooth? Apple Dental Implant Center has appointments available at over a dozen locations across the Lower Mainland. There's no better time than now to get a consultation at the Apple Dental Implant Center location near you. Their dental implants start from just $999, and they now offer additional services like full suite dentistry. Don't miss out. Find a location near you at AppleDentalImplantCenter.com. AppleDentalImplantCenter.com.
Whether your company is small or large, it's always best to leave the number stuff to someone who provides smart, sensible, affordable bookkeeping solutions. Clarity Bookkeeping provides a wide range of services, including accounting, payroll, and analytical services. Visit bookkeepingclarity.com today.
When your car is overheated, in the worst possible place, call Buster's Towing. When someone rear-ends you, and you're already late, call Buster's Towing. You may have driven there, but now your car needs its own ride home. Better call Buster's Towing. They're faster than anyone else in the greater Vancouver area. For reliable towing 24/7, call Buster's Towing. 604-685-8181. Let's get you back on the road.
Your favorite traffic updates of the month. You can get them right now. This is AM 730, Vancouver's traffic and information station.
Hey there, 1228, 11 rainy degrees here in downtown Vancouver. My name's Sadie Chung in the AM 730 Traffic Center. Ferry Forest Bridges tunnels on the way, but first, Ray Luck with the latest traffic hotspot.
And we'll begin with good news. The Oak Street Bridge. That is what it looks like to have the bridge clear. Because look at the volume just fly across. Don't go too fast though. Still a wet day. North end was where the collision was. Initially, it seemed like you had one lane passage, which might have been true, but the full clearance definitely is the thing now because you're flying across the bridge. Still some slow spurts beating on for Bridgewater, but if you're there, I'm certain that you are moving at a better clip anyway. This should recover in the next, I would say, 10 minutes. You wouldn't have even known there was a collision unless another one takes place. Please be careful on the roads today. However, southwest Marine eastbound, because so many cars were once detoured off here, it is still slow leading up to the lights at Canby. There's road work right here anyway, causing backup, so that's the problem on the southwest Marine corridor. There's a traffic light out in Pitt Meadows. This is on Harris Road at 122nd. All four directions, please pay attention. Use the four-way stop. Surrey collision on 184th at 80th. All three directions were impacted, but not that bad anymore. It seems like this one might be in the final clearing stages and not fully cleared. And we'll continue on over to where are we going here? Richmond. There was radar set up on West Connector, exit to the 91A Queensboro. And then if you're running from Coquitlam Center towards Highway 1, Logan in front of Riverview, there's work being done. Looks like it's between Pitt River Road and Calming Farm. Landscaping taking place and backed up past Pitt River Road right now. Anything else? Let us know now. 730.
AM 730. Now the current conditions of BC Ferries.
Starting with Fourth Bay 2 to Lawson, the 1 o'clock is sold out. Still room on the 2. It is 2/3 sold. And to Lawson to Fourth Bay, 1 o'clock is 85% full. Dew Point 2 to Lawson, 12:45, sailing around 14 minutes. That one is sold out anyway for 3:15, 90% sold. Just on the point of selling out. To Lawson to Dew Point, 12:45 and 3:15 are sold. Your best bet is the 5:45. It's 3/4 sold. To Lawson to the Gulf Island, the last one today, and it is sold at 7:15. You can't catch the next until tomorrow morning. Departure Bay to Horseshoe Bay, 1 o'clock full. Plenty of room on the 245. Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay, 1 o'clock sold out. 3:45, 2/3 sold. Langdale to Horseshoe Bay, 1:15 is also full, but there's room on the 335. It is 3/4 full. And checking out Horseshoe Bay to Langdale, 225 is 3 didn't hear me mention the ceiling. That means that they're underpass, so more ceiling later tonight, but any updates, give us a hands-free phone call. That's pound 730.
The AM 730 PCAA Travel Insurance Water Report.
All right, checking out waterway times. If you're heading south, right now you're backed up around Beach Road or just after Beach Road, so that's about a 5 to 10 minute wait. It's not looking shabby. Maybe even less than that. 5 to 10 for sure at Pacific. No delays there. Southbound right now at Alder Grove, you're looking at a 5 to 10 minute wait. Sumas may be busier. You're slow from around my road right now is busy heading down to Sumas, so it's 22, 40-minute wait there. Checking out northbound wait times right now at Peace Arch, that's a 22, 40-minute wait. At Alder Grove, 5 to 10, including trucks. At Pacific, you're looking at a 25 to 50-minute wait. And over at Sumas, that's a 35-minute to an hour wait. Keep in mind, waterway times are just estimates, and they're always changing. Bridge and tunnel report now starting downtown with Burrard, Granville, and Canby. No trouble for any of them. All three are moving smoothly in and out of the downtown core. Both viaducts are in great shape. We head over to the Lions Gate. Right now you have one lane heading south, two northbound lanes. Starting to see some volume along Marine Drive and at the very end of the bridge heading south. Once you do get on, though, you are starting to move nicely. It eases up. Just a couple pockets through the Stanley Park Causeway and no major delays for Georgia Street leaving downtown. To the ironworkers, a really nice sailing out of North Van along Highway 1. Just a breeze all the way up and down the cut. It's not like this southbound volume while you cross the bridge. Nothing to leave off, though. Looking good for the Cassiar and both ways around the Burnaby Lake stretch. Down to Richmond and Vancouver connections, Arthur Lang is moving smoothly. A couple pockets of northbound volume.
The house today,
Really no worries there, and not a problem on the island. To the Oak Street Bridge, while southbound, really not a problem to be found. And good news for northbound, you're finally cleared of the crash at the north end, and you're starting to move. It's a little sluggish as you cross the bridge, but no major delays at all. 9th Street Bridge is pretty much free and clear north and south, only a couple spurts of light volume. And down to the Massey Tunnel, you got 2 lanes north and 2 lanes south here between Richmond and Delta. You're good to go through the 99. Likewise for the Alex Fraser between Delta and Richmond. That stops speed both ways. All the Delta feeder routes are looking okay. Just a small delay on 72nd between Westview and 115. The left lane blocked both ways for a construction project. East-West connectors looking good. Just keep in mind there was a radar that was spotted on the East-West connectors off-ramp to the 91A. So take it easy and watch your speed. And only a small northbound delay across the Queensboro. Sturgeon at 6, Marine Way, all A-OK. 20's a little spotty. Zero delays both ways for the Patello, though, and the Port Man is wide open between Coquitlam and Surrey, with a couple pockets of light volume in Langley. On Highway 1 west between 264th and 232nd. The River Bridge doing fine, no worries for the Maryhill. Golden Ears Bridge is free and clear north and south, and the Mission Bridge is problem-free along Highway 11. Any updates, and give us a hands-free phone call at pound 730. Just one really on the go. Traffic lights are up in Pitt Meadows on Harris Road at 122nd, so please use the all-way stop procedure here. Lots of road work to get to. We'll have that in Global News headlines after this.
Hey PC, I love giving you offers in the PC Optimum app every Thursday. Today I loaded an offer for 1,000 PC Optimum points on the PC Black Label Gold Barbecue Sauce. Open your PC Optimum app to load your offer until June 12th.
Ashton Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has excellent news. Receive up to $6,000 in rebates on a new home comfort system. Plus, partial proceeds of every air conditioning system installation goes to Ashton for Autism and will support the CKNW Kids Fund. Don't wait till it's too late and too hot. Visit callashton.com or call 604-256-4888 and receive up to $6,000 in rebates on new home comfort systems.
There are two truths about Alzheimer's. Everybody's experience is different, and there is no cure. For nearly a decade, I was on an Alzheimer's journey with my dad, but only after he passed away did it actually hit me how I carried the fear he would one day forget me throughout that battle. Canadians for Leading Edge Alzheimer's Research, or CLEAR, is committed to doing whatever it takes to find a cure. To do that, we need your help. Learn how at clearalzheimers.ca.
Alex Sea Lovers Fish and Chips is all you can eat. Every day, anytime. All you can eat fish and chips at Sea Lovers plus Laudable Pop. Just $17.99 plus tax. Truly the best fish and chips in town. Find them at sea-lovers.com.
Not quite enough time for global news headlines right now. All the time for top traffic headlines, though. Good news on the Oak Street Bridge, clear of that crash. It was northbound at the north end. You're formally back to your regular scheduled program. No delays to relay, but a new one in Vancouver. It's a stall on Ninth Street northbound at 57th. Just checking out delays right now. Yeah, you're pushed back around 61st, creeping to 63rd. Hopefully it is short-lived and out of your way sooner than later. Traffic lights are also out in Hit Meadows on Harris Road at 122nd. Make sure you use the always softer feature here and some road work in New West on 6th Avenue between Cumberland and McBride. It's signaling traffic here. They're also doing landscaping in Coquitlam on Loki between Pitt River and Colony Farms. So seeing some pretty heavy delays right now. Westbound left lane blocked. This goes until 2 o'clock, so still a couple hours on this one. Lots more to come. We have the Global Sky Tracker weather forecast after this.
Public workers deliver services our communities rely on, whether it's fighting wildfires, protecting at-risk children, staffing the court system, or running our liquor and cannabis store. The BC Public Service is there for us. But as the cost of living skyrockets, these workers are falling behind. Now is the time to invest in sustainable public services for our future. A message from members of the BC General Employees Union, BCGEU.
Tony, the trees are broken. We got 8 grand with a quarter of oil in there. Okay, you call the repair guys. I'll call the backup.
Coastal Portable Refrigeration Rentals, what's your emergency?
Yeah, hi. Do you have any mobile lock-in freezers?
Sure do. Restaurant grade and it exceeds food safety standards.
Send one over. Can we also use it for an outdoor event? We're catering the water.
You know it.
Cool.
Very cool. When your lock-in freezer calls it quits, call Coastal Portable Refrigeration Rentals. 1-844-422-COLD or cprefrigeration.com. You are listening to AM 730, all traffic, all the time. Hi, it's CKNW's Jill Bennett, and once you're caught up on traffic, dial your radio over to 980 AM. It's more than news. It's context, perspective, opinion, and insight on today's stories. 980 CKNW. Come on over.
AM 730 traffic, driven by BCAA. In case of a flat tire, locked keys, and more, BCAA is only a click away. Join today at bcaa.com.
This city needs a great traffic station, and AM 730 is here for you.
Yes, we are 1240, 11 degrees here in downtown Vancouver. My name's Sadie Chung in the AM 730 Traffic Center. Coming up, Global Sky Tracker weather forecast, bridge intel report on the way. First things first, let's start with the latest traffic hotspots. Something's going on the Port Mann Bridge. Actually, just update. Crews are doing drainage eastbound at the east end. It has the HOV lane blocked. Delays are backing up around mid-staff. It is busy out here. There's also a stall in Vancouver on Ninth Street northbound at 57th. That has the right lane tied up. Just checking out delays right now. Not too big. And you're back to around 61st Avenue. And Hit Meadows traffic lights are out on Harris Road at 122nd Avenue. It's the final mention on this one. Finally cleared of the crash on the Oak Street Bridge. It was northbound out the north end. Delays are no longer there. You do have some volume heading east along the southwest Marino between, I guess, around Heather to County there, doing some road work, so it's busy in the area. Heading over to New West, you have another project on 6th Avenue between Cumberland and McBride. It's signaling alternating and landscaping on the between Pitt River Road and Colony Farm, especially seeing westbound delays with the left lane blocked. This goes until 2 o'clock. Anything else, give us a call. Do it hands-free at pound 730. And over to the AM
construction zone in Burgess along hold on between Brentwood and Douglas Road. Crews are on the scene building new overpass, and there's more to pick up on Douglas Road near Canada Way. Crews and fighters are on the scene daily and reduce lanes until the end of the year. Find incredible styles and with better savings during Leon Style Sale. Shop incredible deals on furniture, mattresses, patio furniture, appliances, and more. On that for a limited time, visit leon.ca. I'm Trish Jillison in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
Thank you, Trish. And now for a bridge and tunnel report starting downtown. No worries over Burrard, Granville, or Canby. All three are looking good in and out of the downtown core, and no worries for the Vida. Heading over to the Lions Gate, right now you have one lane of both ways, so a fresh lane flip is on its way. So far, not looking too shabby out of north and westbound, maybe some southbound volume down Capilano. Get across the bridge northbound through the Stanley Park Causeway, you are seeing some delays, and it is looking a-okay for George Street leading downtown. To the iron workers, no volume out of northbound along Highway 1. You're clear up and down the cut. Heading east across the bridge, though, not east, heading south across the bridge, you are seeing some pretty heavy volume. It's probably just your typical day-to-day volume we do see, but if it is something to worry about, let me know at pound 730. Could be installed southbound before mid-span. Looking for an update here. Counts here is looking good, and around the Burnaby Lake stretch, you're good to go. Down to Richmond to Vancouver connections. Arthur Lang is moving smoothly, no problems off the island. Sticks on the Oak Street Bridge has in a really nice shape out of Richmond along Highway 99. Just a couple pockets of light volume down Oak Street in the Northpole area. To the Ninth Street Bridge, some pretty moderate volume both north and south here. Not really something to worry about though, and down to the Mountie Tunnel. You got 2 lanes north and 2 lanes south here between Richmond and Delta. You're good to go through the tube. Heading over to the Alex Fraser, some heavy delays. There's a crash southbound at the south end. The right and left lanes are blocked. Please, traffic using the middle lanes for now because that's how you're going to get by. Southbound at the very south end is busy. Backing up around mid-span. Northbound, though, you're still doing A-okay, and the Delta Feeder is 64th, 72nd, and Nordell Way are A-okay. East-West connector is looking good. Just a light pocket of northbound volume around the Queensboro. Stewartson 6th, 20th, and Marine Way looking good. Zero delays both ways for the Vitello. And over to the Fort Van, you do have some crews doing drainage eastbound at the east end. We have the HOV lane blocked, but these are already looking better. I'm not sure how long they'll be out there, so just give them their space. Looking through the valley, a couple pockets of westbound volume along Highway 1 in Langley. Between 264th and 232nd, it is slow. To the Big River Bridge, that's looking fine along Lockheed Highway with no worries for the Mary Hill. The Golden Ears Bridge is free and clear north and south. Haney Bypass is a breeze, and the Mission Bridge is problem-free in both directions. Any updates, you can give us a hands-free phone call on pound 730 or send us a tweet at AM 730 Traffic.
It's a foggy one out there. This is an atmospheric river that's taking target of the South Coast, and we're picking up heaviest amounts of rain with this system. My name is Kasia Bedurka. I'm in the Global Sky Tracker Weather Center. That is in comparison with the rest of the communities as the system makes its way further inland. It's only going to be dropping about 5 millimeters of rain, but over here, it's going to be 10 to 20 during the day today, and then an additional 10 to 20 through the evening and the overnight. It doesn't look like the impacts are going to be too intense, nor is it going to be a long-lived situation. Tomorrow we do have a few showers in the wake of the system. It'll be mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of showers. The daytime high is 16 tomorrow, 15 today, 18 on our Saturday, and we're expecting a set-aside mix over the weekend.
Lots more on our list as the afternoon progresses. You got a crash on the Alex Fraser southbound at the south end with the right and middle lane blocked. Traffic is using the middle lanes for now, and just checking out delays. It's pretty gridlock. You're backed up around mid-span on the bridge, seeing some heavy delays. Also, reports of a stall potentially southbound before mid-span on the Ironwork Coast. If you have an update here, let us know. Also got a stall in Vancouver. Lots going on in Hitman as well. All the details in a Ferry Border report after this.
Hi there. This is Gordon Howley, CEO of Coast Appliances, speaking on behalf of the dedicated Coast Appliances employees, who, like me, just happen to be owners. Owner-employees like Mike, Jim, and Andy in sales, Laura in operations, and Dana in HR. Then there's the Beth, Eric, and Joaquins at the roast, who make it their duty to remove, install, and dispose of your newest or oldest appliances Visit our Coast of Columbus showrooms in Vancouver, North Vancouver, Coquitlam, Abbotsford, and Surrey. For the best in employable fine stores in BC, think Coast first.
Kick back with a cold one from the Clydesdale Inn Beer, Wine, and Liquor Store. Open every day from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Clydesdale Inn is still stocking all of your favorites at the best prices in town. Check out the daily liquor store specials, then get them delivered to your door using Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats. The Clydesdale Inn Beer, Wine, and Liquor Store. Open every day from 7 to 11 on the corner of Highway 10 at 176 8th Street, Cloverdale.
It's time to let the outside in and the indoors out with Eclipse Architectural Folding Doors, Screens, and Shades. Breathe fresh air into any indoor space and create a beautiful upgrade with doors that fold away to make the great outdoors part of your living space. Perfect for renovations, new builds, cafes, and storefronts. Eclipse Folding Doors are a breath of fresh air. Create your own oasis. Click where to buy at eclipsearchitectural.com.
Don't wait for traffic updates on the ones when you can get them right now. This is AM 730, Vancouver's traffic and information station.
1248, 11 degrees here in downtown Vancouver. My name is Sadie Chung in the AM 730 Traffic Center. Coming up, we have various borders of bridges and tunnels to get to. First, the latest traffic hotspot. Here's Ray Luck.
Well, that escalated quickly at the Alex Fraser. We got a collision here, southbound, south end. Multiple vehicles involved, spun out vehicles too. A couple cars in the right lane, at least one in the left lane too. So then we have the middle two lanes to squeeze on through, and that is pending crews showing up. When they show up, you might lose another lane. So you might be squeezing down the one. Volume is reflecting to be pretty busy now, back to almost the Clydeman. So the Alex Fraser South definitely starting to build up significantly. Northbound, you might lose the northbound left lane too because of that. Crews might have shown up in this direction, so they might be tying up the northbound left lane as well and slowing down from one side of Nordell to the other to pretty much light the crash in sight in the opposite direction. Now let's go to the ironworkers. Reports of a stall might have been removed now. Southbound before midspan. I just saw the volumes. I'm assuming there was a holdup because likely a stall. If it was a crash, your phone would have lit up much more. But there is a delay on the right by Mount Seymour Parkway leading to the start of the bridge. If there was a stall here, seems like it might have moved on. The Port Man, crews are doing some drainage as the weather continues. A lot of drains might get clogged here. Eastbound, the HOV, they were poking it through. So it looks like they might have successfully done that. Volume on the Port Man moving much better now. Vancouver stall on 9th Street, northbound at 57. This one's sitting in the right lane, coming backwards down halfway down the hill. And Pitt Meadows, traffic lights malfunctioning. Harris Road at 122nd. Pay attention through here. Anything else? Lifestyle AM 730.
Thank you, Ray. Now over to the AM 730 Traffic Center. Here's Trish Jusen. Watch out for delays and road work westbound on Terminal at Station Street in Vancouver. There's lane reconfigurations at Flanker Thompson. Full closure of Station Street right through to the end of the month. Look at tonight's date in Ottawa, tourism October 10th, and Ottawa Tourism will have it across the third night. Details at Inner to Inspire on the 8th. I'm Trish Jusen in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
AM 730. Now the current conditions of BC Ferries.
All right, starting with Fourth Bay to Tualatin, the 1 o'clock is sold out. Still to room on the 2. It is 2/3 sold. And Tualatin to Fourth Bay, 1 o'clock, that is 95% full. Get those reservations in. Dew Point to Tualatin, the 3:15, 90% sold. And Tualatin to Dew Point, 3:15 sold. 5:45 is 3/4 full. Tualatin to the Southern Gulf Island, 7:15 is sold out. You cannot catch the next one until tomorrow morning. Departure Bay to Horseshoe Bay, 1 o'clock full. 2:45 has plenty of room. And Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay, 1 o'clock full. 3:45 is 80% sold. Horseshoe Bay to Langdale, 2:25, 85% sold. Langdale to Horseshoe Bay, 1:15 sold out. Still room of the 3:35, it is 80% sold. And lastly, Fourth Bay to Cooper Harbor, the 1 o'clock is 2/3 full. Anything else, give us a call, but do it hands-free at pound 730.
Now, the AM 730 BCA Travel Insurance Water Reports.
Just kind of eyeballing southbound wait times now that the website we typically use no longer exists. Right now at P-Surge, southbound looking around the 5 to 10 minute wait. You're backed up from just after Beach Road and heading over to Pack. Really looking good here. 5 to 10 minutes is well. Heading over to Aldergrove, that is around a 5 to 10 minute wait. You're slow from Zero Avenue. And Zoom out is looking busier. Southbound flow from Vine Road could be 20 to 40 minutes here. Northbound wait times we can still check out right off. P-Search, that's around a 20 to 40 minute wait. At Aldergrove, 5 to 10, including trucks. At Pacific, you're looking at a 20 to 40 minute wait and 30 minutes to an hour for trucks. Lastly, at Sumas, it's busiest anywhere from an hour plus at minimum. Keep in mind that order wait times are just estimates and they're always changing. Quick bridge and tunnel report starting downtown. No worries for Ward, Granville, and Canby, and both viaducts are in great shape. Over to the Lions Gate, 2 lanes heading south, 1 northbound lane, so seeing some northbound delays through the Stanley Park Causeway in great shape out of north and west Van. Heading over to the upper levels out of North Bend, you're looking good. Just some eastbound volume around Taylor Way that you'll run into. Hopefully nothing to worry about, but looking great up and down the Con. You did have a small southbound slowdown across the bridge, but looking good through the county there and around the Burnaby Lake stretch. Down to Richmond and Vancouver connection as well. Heading over to the Arthur Lane, southbound down Granville, you're slow from around 62nd. It's busy, but the bridge itself is looking good north and south. Same for the exterior bridge, nice shape out of Richmond along Highway 99, and a couple pockets of light volume down Oak Street in the Marshall area. Malvern both ways on the 93 bridge and down to the Massey Tunnel. You're looking good both ways through the 99. Alice Fraser is quite the mess. You got to cross southbound out the south end. The right and left lane is blocked. So traffic is just using the middle lanes for now. It's gridlock. Traffic pushed back to the very to the very north end of the bridge around Clifton Avenue. It is busy. Seeing a small delay heading north at the south end as well. Hopefully nothing's blocked off, maybe just some looky loose. Keep your eyes on the road and keep moving along. East-West connector is looking good. Same for the Queensboro and Stewartson 620th Amel Greenway are all A-OK. Zero delays both ways for the Patello, and the Fort Man is wide open between Coquitlam and Surrey. Seems like they wrapped up that drainage heading east. No longer seeing delays for that. Just through the valley, you got a westbound pocket of volume in Langley on Highway 1 between 264th and 232nd. Pay River Bridge is doing fine. Mary Hill bypass the breeze. I know you get stuck at those lights, but after that, you really are good to go. Golden Ears Bridge is free and clear north and south, and the Mission Bridge is problem-free in both directions. Any updates, you can always give us a hands-free phone call on pound 730. If you can do so safely, don't be shy to send us a tweet at AM 730 Traffic. Quite the doozy on the Alex Fraser. Multiple vehicles involved in the crash southbound at the south end. The right and left lanes are blocked. Traffic is using the middle lanes to get through for now, pushing you back to the very north end of the bridge around Clifton Avenue. It is gridlock. You also have a stall in Vancouver on Night, northbound at 57. That has the right lane blocked. This one might have clear by now, just not seeing as big as delays before, but an update here would be helpful. We do have the local news headlines coming up after this.
Jack's Beer, Wine, Spirits is a proud sponsor of the Vancouver Whitecaps halftime show on AM 730. And on Saturday, June 25th, 10% all Jack's in-store and online sales. We donated to local food banks. Visit JAKS.com.
Mountain Magnolia Beach is stretching out its beautiful sandy arms to embrace the fabulous landscaping of this sleek, modern waterfront resort that is being built near the tennis spot at Penticton Nightclub.
Penticton will never be the same.
This will not be a public resort where just anyone can stay. You will have to be invited by one of the 100 families who will live there.
Beach House.
Beach House.
Beach House.
Go to life@beachhouse.com and register to be kept informed.
Life@beachhouse.com.
When you pass away, your loved ones will be left with many decisions to make and items to look after. With the help of the pre-arrangement team at Kearney Funeral Services, you can spare your loved ones the stress of last-minute decisions and the financial burden of funeral costs. With 114 years of experience, low local, family-owned Kearney Funeral Home knows how to serve the needs of all families. Visit KearneyFS.com. Kearney Funeral Services, here to help.
What a mess! I wish these pigeons would just go away. Call in Westside Pest Control and keep the birds off your building for good. Contact their team of humane bird control experts for a free quote. WestsidePestControl.com.
Local news, I'm John Strick. U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said she hopes Senate negotiators come up with a good compromise on gun legislation. The House yesterday passed a wide-ranging gun control bill that would raise the age limit for purchasing a semi-automatic rifle and prohibit the sale of ammunition magazines of more than 15 rounds. Pelosi says Congress must take strong action to stop mass shootings.
People talk about this is happening again and again and again. It really isn't. It's happening once, continuously. It's always happening, and we have to make it stop.
Legislation has almost no chance of becoming law as the Senate pursues one modest proposal. A UN nuclear watchdog says Iran is blinding agencies and inspectors from being able to track Iran's uranium enrichment program.
The head of the UN's nuclear watchdog agency says Iran plans to disconnect 27 surveillance cameras at nuclear sites. IAEA Chief Rafael Grossi warning it could be a, quote, fatal blow to the 2015 Iran nuclear deal unless those cameras are turned back on within 3 to 4 weeks. If not, Grossi said, UN inspectors would no longer be able to estimate the status of Iran's nuclear program nor advise the U.S. on metrics if it rejoins the deal later. Jordana Miller, ABC News, Jerusalem.
From the Global Newsroom, I'm John Strick.
Thank you, John. And just looking at our top traffic headlines, quite the doozy on the Alex Fraser. Got a crash southbound after south end. All lanes are blocked except for one middle lane with crews on scene. Also reports crews have the northbound left lane block has seen some delays there, creeping back to 72nd. Lots more to come after the break.
This is AM 730, CKGO Vancouver, where you go for traffic news. A Course Entertainment Company.
Hey PC, I love getting new offers in the PC Optimum app every Thursday. Today I loaded an offer for 1,000 PC Optimum points on the PC Black Label Gold Barbecue Sauce. Open your PC Optimum app to load your offer until June 12th. With the BMO Eclipse Visa Infinite card, you can get 5 times the points on more of the things you love. That means more nights out, more weekend escapes, more living in the moment, more getting lost, make a U-turn, or maybe less of that. Get more out of life with the BMO Eclipse Visa Infinite card. Apply now and get up to 60,000 points. Terms and conditions apply. Visit BMO.com for details. Whether your company is small or large, it's always best to leave the numbers down to someone who provides smart, sensible, affordable bookkeeping solutions. Clarity Bookkeeping provides a wide range of services, including accounting, payroll, and analytical services. Visit bookkeepingclarity.com today. On AM 730, you get the most comprehensive, up-to-date traffic reports in Vancouver, along with headline news from Global News. Hi, it's CKNW's Jill Bennett, and right now on 980 CKNW, we are going behind the headlines, the full story, context, perspective, opinions. It's everything you need to get up to speed. Check it out, 980 CKNW.
First, fast, and always accurate. AM 730 has the most up-to-date traffic reporting in the city.
1 p.m. and 11 degrees only in downtown Vancouver. Rain all day, heavy at times as expected. Traffic conditions, please. Headlights, taillights on. The whole rundown of what you should be doing in weather like this. Otherwise, we're going to see crashes and stalls. Well, crashes are more or less than stalls, but yeah, watch out for hydroplaning too. But right now, that is a busy one for sure. Let's jump right to the hot spots. Here is Sadie Chung.
Yeah, not looking good at the Alex Fraser right here. The crash southbound after south end. All lanes are blocked except for one of the middle lanes. Crews are there on scene. Also reports that crews have the northbound left lane blocked because northbound pushed back to around 72nd. If you're out there and have an update about the northbound traffic, that was a couple of pounds of the read just to confirm that, but something's definitely blocked off out there. And southbound, you're pushed back to the very north end of the bridge around Clifton Avenue. It's gridlock, stick to the Patello or the Mountain Tunnel instead. Over to the ironworkers, whatever kind of slowdown was there southbound before Mid-Bend seems to just be volume now. We did not get an update, so I'll take it out for now if there is something. Just let us know pound 730. Good news in Vancouver, though, you are clear of the zone on Ninth Street northbound at 57. That is gone, and just a couple pockets of volume left over there. In Pitt Meadows, traffic lights are out on Terrace Road at 122nd, so make sure you use the always stop procedure here. And look out for road work. They're doing landscaping in Coquitlam on Low Key between Pitt River Road and Colony Farm, especially affecting westbound I think it's the left lane blocked here. Yeah, the left lane. This goes until 2 o'clock today. Anything else, give us a call to do to hands free. At pound 730.
Go over to the AM 730 traffic center now. Here's Trish Jewison.
Given delays for road work in Vancouver on Quebec Street between 1st and 2nd Avenue, you're down to single lane traffic both ways from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. right through the end of August. Also, watch out for sewer and drainage upgrades on Selkirk Street. This is Laurier and King Egg. Crews are on scene only until next year. Lloyd Automobody Labs is open to serve you. All British Columbia locations are open for estimates or repairs. Visit LloydAutomobody.com for details. I'm Trish Jewison at the AM 730 Traffic Center.
Bridge and tunnel report begins with the downtown 3. Canby, Gravel, Burrard, they're moving fine. Lionsgate North getting out of downtown clear. Inbound is slowing down a little bit where north and westbound join up. Upper levels coming down from the North Shore. Steady pockets around Taylor Way to Cap Road and some steady pockets up ahead. Coming down the cut, starting to have some steady pockets too, but overall not too bad. It's just mostly weather-related slowdowns right now. Once you cross the Ironworkers, pretty fast going through the Barnaby Lake stretch. Northbound Ironworkers, good to go. Richmond to Vancouver bridges, Arthur Lang's fine. Oak Street is clear. No trouble at the night. Massey Tunnel north and south, while southbound seeing signs of life here as you approach from Steveston. Northbound is not bad. This is because everybody's avoiding using the Alex Fraser Bridge. We'll talk about the east-west connector first. That's excellent. It is the Alex Fraser that's got big-time trouble. A crash involving several vehicles, large ones too. Southbound, south end, all lanes blocked except for one middle lane. So there should be 4 lanes right at this point, but only one down the middle is getting by. Crews are on the scene. Northbound left lane also tied up by crews, so big delays. Southbound crammed up from way before Cliveden. And those going north, heavy from 72nd. It's going to continue to grow. Again, avoid the Alex Fraser both ways due to a crash southbound, south end. Let's move on, though, to the Queensboro. That's light. Patello, the same. Port Manzares, Fraser Valley volume. Some slowdowns westbound at 264. Eastbound's doing fine. Mission Bridge clear. Maryville bypass, no delays. And the Pitt Bridge, Golden Ears, both are fast moving.
It's the foggy one out there. This is an atmospheric river that's taking target at the south coast, and we're picking up heaviest amounts of rain with this system. My name is Kasia Bedarka. I'm in the Global Sky Tracker Weather Center. That is in comparison with the rest of the communities as the system makes its way further inland. It's only going to be dropping about 5 millimeters of rain, but over here, it's going to be 10 to 20 during the day today, and then an additional 10 to 20 through the evening and the overnight. It doesn't look like the impacts are going to be too intense, nor is it going to be a long-lived situation. Tomorrow we do have a few showers in the wake of the system. It'll be mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of showers. The daytime high is 16, tomorrow 15 today, 18 on our Saturday, and we're expecting a 25 mix over the weekend.
Traffic headlines, the Alex Fraser Bridge, a collision involving several vehicles here southbound, south end. All lanes blocked except for one measly middle lane. Now, crews are dealing with this one. It's going to be a long process. Lots of vehicles involved. The barrier on the left has been pushed into the northbound left lane, so that is displaced. They're going to need to bring in some equipment to align all the blocks back up. Bad news right here. Again, avoid the Alex Fraser. It is clogged up big time, both directions, but especially those going south. Let's move on to Vancouver. We did get word that there was a stall. It might have been cleared, but it's still kind of busy, so leading me to believe it might still be there. Hard to say. Kind of all hit or miss, honestly. We got update tonight, northbound 57, let us know. And Pitt Meadows, traffic lights malfunctioning on Harris Road at 122nd. Anything else, let us know now, 7:30.
AM 730 traffic.
Driven by Apple Dental Implant Centers. Learn how we can make a new smile part of your new look. Visit AppleDentalImplants.com for details.
Okanagan Lake Beach is stretching out its beautiful sandy arms to embrace the fabulous landscaping of the sleek, modern waterfront resort that is being built near the tennis club and Penticton Yacht Club.
Penticton will never be the same.
This will not be a public resort where just anyone can stay. You will have to be invited by one of the 100 families who will live there.
Beach House.
Beach House.
Beach House.
Go to lifeatbeachhouse.com and register to be kept informed.
Life@beachhouse.com. The average box of flooring weighs 30 to 40 pounds, which is why during our Pick It Up event, we're using the forklift. The end-of-the-road flooring centers have so much flooring in stock, no matter what project you're tackling, you can pick it up today. Laminate, pick it up. Luxury vinyl planks, pick them up. Not into DIY? Well, we'll have the installer pick it up and get the job done before you can even say how long for delivery. Pick it up at end-of-the-road flooring centers. Let's get flooring. Visit endoftheroll.com.
This is AM 730. All traffic all the time. Vancouver's traffic and information station. Now, here's Ray Lush.
108, 10, 11 degrees in downtown Vancouver. Coming up, we have the areas at Borders, Rundown Bridge, and Tunnel Report. All that is on the way, but we have to get to this hotspot list. It's not big, but we got a major problem. Sadie Chun has details.
Yeah, avoid the Alex Fraser at all costs. A couple of vehicles have all crashed southbound out southend. You're down to one lane with crews on scene. The barrier was also displaced into the northbound left lane, so seeing delays are pushed back to 72nd there. Wow, southbound delays pushed back around the 91 connector there. It is busy past Clifton Avenue gridlock, so use the Patello or the Massey Tunnel instead. Reports cleared of this snow in Vancouver on night northbound 57. It wasn't causing any major delays to start, but it does seem like they've dissolved somewhat. So if it's still out there, let us know, but I'm feeling that one's gone. Traffic lights still out in Pitt Meadows on Harris Road at 122nd Avenue. Please use the four-way stop procedure here. And some road work to look out for. It's busy in Coquitlam with landscapes on Low-Key westbound between Pitt River Road and Colony Farms. The left lane blocked until 4 o'clock. You're pushed back around, Colony Farm Road. And look out due west on 6th Avenue between Cumberland and McBride. It's single lane traffic. Anything else, give us a call. Do it hands-free. That's how 730.
Over to the AM 730 traffic center now. Here's Trish Jewison.
In downtown Vancouver, watch out for intermittent closures on call blocks for small line upgrades between Bardero and Big Wells Street weekdays until the end of the month. There's also some ongoing construction along the Drake. It's closed between Florida and Northgate until December. A message from Canadian Blood Services. Patients need to go across Canada to show up and get lives depend on it. 36,000 appointments available this month. Visit blood.ca. I'm Trish Jewison at the AM 730 Traffic Center.
AM 730. Now, the current conditions of BC Ferries.
Boats that are half full or more to Watson to Swartz Bay. Let's have a peek right now if these cameras will load or these things will load. Oh, look at that. Okay, finally. To Watson to Swartz Bay, the 2, that is at 55%. 3 p.m. is at 2/3. 4 o'clock at 60, the 5 at 2/3. The 7 and the 9 around 70% sold. Switching directions here, Swartz Bay 2 to Watson. 2 p.m. is 95%. 3 o'clock at 55. The 4 is at half. 5 and the 6 and the 7 all at 2/3 capacity. 9 p.m. 60%. To Watson, the Viewpoint 3:15 sold out. 5:45 at 80%. Same is true for the 8:15. 10:45 now 2/3 full. Viewpoint 2 to Watson, 3:15, that's at 95%, 5:45 at 80, 5:45 at 90, 8:15 now at 70, 10:45 a shade over half. Continue 2 to Watson to South Bell Island, 7:15 sold out, that's it today. Tomorrow's boats are filling up to the rim. Continue down to Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay, 3:45, that's at 85%, 5:40 a little over half, 8:05 closing in on half capacity. Departure Bay to Horseshoe Bay now, 2:45 is at 55%, 5:55 at 60.
Horseshoe Bay to Langdale, 225 both is in the 90% range, 445 and a half. And Langdale to Horseshoe Bay now, what do we have? 335, that's 85%, 555 closing in half full. Remaining boats are good, all under half capacity. Reminder, masks no longer mandatory, but still recommended where DC ferry travels.
Now, the AM 730 BCAA Travel Insurance Water Report.
Heading south into the States, Peace Arch looking to be about a 40-minute delay. Northbound right now is pretty light. Well, maybe 15 minutes and you should be through. Pack Highway south, only a 10-minute holdup. Northbound, another 10 minutes or so. Over to Alder Grove, pretty good right here. North and south is light and safely pursued as at the border. North and south, 5 minutes each way. Keep in mind, border wait times are estimates and they're always changing.
Skip the traffic, lineups and sailing weights this summer with Harbor Air Seaplanes. Whether you're looking for a weekend getaway, a quick family visit, or an important meeting that would be so much better in person, Harbor Air is ready to get you there quickly and hassle-free. Daily flights now departing to downtown Victoria, Nanaimo, Tofino, the Gulf Islands, Comox, Seattle, and the Sunshine Coast, including Powell River. Book, board, and enjoy your travel experience now at HarborAir.com.
Traffic has flying solo. Commute itself is decent except for one spot centric around the Alex Fraser. A crash here. Southbound South End. Single lane passage only. Crews are dealing with this. The barrier on the left has been pushed to the northbound left lane too, so it's been displaced. They're going to have to bring in some equipment to fix this up. Although, I mean, it is the dividers with that new zipper machine thing. Maybe that thing can just quickly sort it out. They're all the blocks are not like concrete blocks, actually. I believe they're just all the little the upgraded ones. Anyway, Jason from Main Roads, I'm sure you can explain it better. For right now, delays are extensive. Southbound down one lane, crawling from the tail end of the east-west connector. Northbound, you lose the left lane, so you're busy too from 72nd again for the Alex Fraser, which means a lot of boats going to the Massey Tunnel. Southbound starting to see life form from south of Lundell into the tube, northbound steady as well. Be careful, please, the Massey Tunnel. If you're not a regular user, if you don't really drive this down much, if you're a regular user of the 91, just be careful. If it's an unfamiliar route, pay attention, give yourself distance, then drive the car with the car in front of you just to be safe. Anything else, let us know. 7:30.
You've probably heard of Apple Dental Implant Center already, but did you know that they've served the greater Vancouver area for over 7 years? And in that time, they've never increased the pricing for dental implants, which start from $999. But they've changed something. Apple Dental Implant Center has grown to over a dozen locations. It offers new services like full suite dentistry and more. Find a location near you at AppleDentalImplantCenter.com.
When your truck and trailer need repair, it's the time to go to a service repair shop, wheel alignment shop, and body shop to get it fixed right. Not you. You're going to ATI Truck Repair. It's an ICBC heavy-duty collision shop. They do it all from truck and trailer repairs to computerized wheel alignments to tailgate and roll-up door repairs. Save downtime and contact them today. Your one-stop fleet maintenance shop accredited by the Better Business Bureau. ATITruckRepair.ca.
Global News, I'm John Strait. The Bank of Canada's vulnerabilities in high household debt and elevated housing prices have increased and pose key risks to the Canadian financial system. In its latest financial system review, the central bank says Canadian households, on average, have seen their net worth increase by about $230,000 over the first 2 years of the pandemic. Said the increase is largely from soaring home prices, but also from the rising stock market and other gains. The bank says even more households have stretched themselves financially purchase a home and may not be able to tap into home equity if housing prices slip. As China enforces zero COVID-19 strategy, new testing sites will be popping up in many cities, including the capital, Beijing.
Authorities have ordered major cities to set up testing stations within a 15-minute walk for all residents. Beijing and Shanghai alone put up 10,000 of them each. Regular testing president is becoming the new normal in many parts of China as the ruling Communist Party sticks steadfastly to its zero-COVID approach that is increasingly at odds with the rest of the world. I'm Karen Chenna.
A record-breaking home sale near Victoria has netted its owners nearly $13.2 billion, but the buyer may consider a deal. The asking price was $15.5 million. The 1.67 acre waterfront estate will face a new benchmark for Vancouver's priciest single-family home ever sold. The 11,900 square foot home was built in 2016 and has 5 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. Sotheby's says the property features a wine cellar, 3 fireplaces, unobstructed views of the ocean, garnered global interest, and sold to a Canadian. From the Global Newsroom, I'm John Strick. Traffic headlines. Alex Fraser, stay away. Doesn't matter which direction you're approaching from. For sure, avoid southbound because there's a crash at the south end. Down the one lane, crews are on the scene. This one involves several vehicles. It is a mess. The volume backed up all the way to the tail end of the east-west connector at this point. Driving north, you're down to, well, you lose the left lane because the barrier has been displaced into the northbound left lane too, so that is backing up the volume to 72nd. It's still early in the day. This is 1:18 in the afternoon. We're seeing these conditions. If this was closer to 3, we're going to see a disaster for 72nd, 64 north down. Highway 17 so far is fine. Just stay on the 17 right now if you're transitioning through. Go to the Massey, which we'll talk about now. The Massey is starting to slow down southbound from Glendale to inside the Massey tunnel. You're going through at about 40 km an hour because those signs up ahead, I'm sure it's us helping that out too, but the signs also tell you that 91 bad, 99 good, but 99 starting to show a lot more volume driving into the tube. South, that is. Anything else? Let us know now. 7:30. You're drowning in spreadsheets.
Oh, no.
You want to keep eating food that's good for you, and it's also fresh and tasty.
Oh, yeah.
But since the Luxford Thief is continuing their crime spree, you're starving.
Oh, no.
But there's an oak fire right by the office.
Oh, no.
That's good.
Oh, yeah. But someone just microwaved fish. That smell's gonna be everywhere.
Eat good. Eat tasty. Eat oak fire. Head into one of our 100-plus locations across Canada today.
Hi, I'm Gord Howie, CEO of Coast Appliances. For a limited time, when you buy an appliance from Coast, you can get 3 years of protection for the price of 1 year.
Like if your dishwasher is a dishwashing,
Well, yes.
or if your washer dryer is a washer dryering.
You got it. Coast warranty offer covers you for a minimum of 3 years. We guarantee it.
So you guarantee the warranty?
You have a way with words, Olivia. Visit our 5 showrooms in Vancouver, York, Vancouver, Coquitlam, Abbotsford, and Surrey. Restrictions apply. See store for details. For the best warranty on top brand name appliances, think Coast first.
Thanks to all the car donations made to the Kidney Car Program, the Kidney Foundation of Canada can help numerous people living with kidney disease across the country. Those donations are instrumental in providing them with programs and invaluable support. When you give your car to the Kidney Car Program, it'll be towed for free and recycled or resold. You'll also receive a tax receipt of at least $300. To continue to improve the quality of life of thousands of patients, the Kidney Car Program needs your car today. Visit kidneycar.ca.
From the Great Lakes, York drops back, looks left side, looking, end zone. Touchdown, BC Lions! To the great catches, BC Lions football is back. It's the Mooch, and it's the season opener at BC Place. Lions, Edmonton Elks, Cable Auctions pregame show Saturday at 6, kickoff at 7. Presented by BC Sportsbook Play Now Sports on the home of the BC Lions. AM 730. No other station has traffic news on demand, on air, streaming online, and on Twitter. AM 730 has you covered.
121 on a wet Thursday, 11 degrees 2 in downtown Vancouver. Range is going to continue to hammer the lower mainland heavy at times. It's going to be on rain all day. Hence why we're dealing with some major issues. Well, earlier in the morning, I think there were a bunch, but now we got one major problem. Let's get to the hot spots here. Sadie Chung.
Yeah, lots of people avoiding the Alex Fraser. I'll start here. There's a crash southbound at the south end. You're traffic back to 72nd Avenue. It is gridlock. Like I said, many people trying to avoid this one, taking the Massey Tunnel instead. Consequently, southbound delays are creeping up to Westminster Highway. It is busy. It looks like counterflow is in or some kind of deal, but no, it's just people taking the Massey Tunnel. You could only stick to the Patello if you wanted to loop around that way instead, but yeah, those are your best bets for now. Also got a news call about a crash in Vancouver on Oak Street, southbound at 19th. That has the right lane blocked. Just checking out delays. Seems like it's a minor fender bender for now. Traffic pushed back to around 18th Avenue. Also, causing maybe some trouble on Douglas Crescent. Maybe an eastbound delay there, but hopefully it's just affecting southbound. Traffic lights are still up in Pitt Meadows on Harris Road at 122nd. So use the always stop procedure here and still seeing delays for this landscaping project in Coquitlam. On Loki westbound between Pitt River Road and Colony Farm, the left lane blocked here until 2 p.m. And look at Missouri on 88th Avenue westbound before 132nd. The right lane is also tied up here. Just a reminder, it is pouring rain. I think it's atmospheric river out there, so slow down, take it easy, turn on your headlights and taillights, and increase your following distance. And if you do see any more trouble in traffic, give us a hands-free phone call, step out 730.
Back over to the AM 730 Traffic Center now. Here's Trish Jewison.
Good afternoon. There's stormy morning birdie at 11th Avenue in Cumberland with crews on scene daily and reduced lanes 24/7 and to the air. There's also roadwork affecting eastbound traffic on Logan Highway between Beta and Delta Avenue in the right lane. The Mike Hotel sale is now on. Find your special something and enjoy great savings. Limited time only. Hurry to Mike Hotel. I'm Trish Jewison in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
Bridge and tunnel report. Downtown one's first. Canby, Granville, Burrard doing fine. Lionsgate North slowing down a bit as you loop around Las Lagunas. Southbound right now, not bad. Upper levels coming down the cut, moving well. Maybe some pockets at the bottom by Mountain Highway feeding onto the iron workers. Still early in the day right now, so it's not bad. It's mostly weather-related delays. And once you're on the other side, flows nicely into Vancouver Burnaby. Northbound iron workers, good to go. Travel to the Richmond and Vancouver bridges, Arthur-Lang and Oak, pretty good. Southwest Marine, though, eastbound at Canby, there's construction here, causing backups way past 7 yet. 9th Street North and South steady both ways. Man, is this stall still here? We were talking about one, scratching our heads. Is it here? Is it gone? It was northbound 9th at 57. Oh, wait, there's a camera. Let me find it when I got a moment. I have a moment right now. Let's look for it. 9th Street northbound at 57. What does it show? Does it show the stall in the northbound right lane? Can't tell right at this angle. They didn't really zoom to it. But hard to gauge. Yeah, it does. Man, it's really hard to see. I'll find out later. We'll move on now to the Massey Tunnel South. It is slowing down southbound from Westminster Highway now to the Massey Tunnel. There's a reason. We'll tell you why in a minute, but that is just because of volume traffic south into the tube, but northbound's excellent. East-west connector's good, except for when you go east and past Westminster Highway. Then you hit a big wall due to the crash on the Alex Fraser Bridge. Southbound, south end. Single-lane passage. Crews are dealing with this. It's very bad because multiple vehicles, there are larger vehicles too involved. The barrier has also been displaced into the northbound left lane. Down the lane driving north to heavy from 72nd. That is why the Massey Tunnel is clogging up driving south due to everybody avoiding the east-west connector Alex Fraser Bridge. Queensboro also picking up more volume as people detour away, so you're steady now to well before pretty much around the pedestrian overpass already to the start of Queensboro. Southbound's good. Travel over to the 1A Patello Bridge, clear. Port Man's fast moving. Fraser Valley volume westbound. Weird little pocket by Bradner, not unusual, but could be slight merge volume here. You got an update between Mount Lehman and Bradner. What do you see? Aside from that, got some pockets up ahead at 232 as well, or 248, 232 area. Eastbound's excellent. Mission Bridge clear. Maryhill bypass, no slowdowns. Pitt Bridge, Golden Ears, both are fine.
It's a foggy one out there. This is an atmospheric river that's taking target at the south coast, and we're picking up heaviest amounts of rain with the system. My name is Kasia Bedurka. I'm in the Global Sky Tracker Weather Center. That is in comparison with the rest of the communities as the system makes its way further inland. It's only going to be dropping about 5 millimeters of rain, but over here, it's going to be 10 to 20 during the day today, and then an additional 10 to 20 through the evening and the overnight. It doesn't look like the effects are going to be too intense, nor is it going to be a long-lived situation. Tomorrow we do have a few showers in the wake of the system. It'll be mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of showers. The daytime high is 16 tomorrow, 15 today, 18 on our Saturday, and we're expecting a cloud mix over the weekend.
Traffic headlines beginning over at the Alex Fraser Bridge. Avoid it. Pretend it doesn't exist right now. There's no Alex Fraser Bridge. It never existed because of this crash causing major backups southbound, south end. Single lane passage at best. Tons of crews on scene. There's multiple vehicles involved. There are larger rigs too. And now volume is heavy from the east-west connector right underneath Westminster Highway. If you're going east, highly recommend you take exit 11. Yeah, that sucks. It'll take you to the Queensboro. You'll run through towards the Vitello. Slowdowns too, running through the Queensboro landing area, though, unfortunately. So it's not a good choice by any means, but that's what you can get. But if you want to ride through that volume, for sure you can. But it's just a big, big delay. Northbound, you have the northbound left lane blocked because the barrier was displaced into it. So you're down a lane too. It's heavy from 72nd. That explains why the Massey Tunnel is so slow right now. Southbound is heavy from Westminster Highway down to the Tube due to everybody heeding our advice, not only just ours, but there's signage set up as you travel south that says, hey, 91 is bad, 99 is good, but 99 no longer that good. Thanks for the confirmation. The stall is still there. Nice Street northbound at 57th. It was in my face the whole time. I just didn't know which camera to look at. It's this looks like a old B series Mazda pickup, and it's just stalled in the right lane. And then a crash in Vancouver Oak Street southbound at 19th. This was tying up the right lane. Anything else, let us know, man. So,
From Sunday to Thursday, from 4 to 8, get a smoky and fries combo for just $7 at the Clydesdale Inn, corner of Highway 10 at 176 A Street, Cloverdale.
As the motion on behalf of the BCCSA, the BC Construction Safety Alliance offers a range of health and safety services and emphasizes straightforward and practical assistance to help contractors meet their health and safety needs by making safety simpler. This includes courses, workshops, seminars, the Certificate of Recognition program, traffic control programs, and other training and education, plus regional safety advisors, injury management specialists, and much more. Visit bccsa.ca today.
Remember how hot it was last summer and how hard it was to find an air conditioner for your home? Moore and Russell Heating and Air Conditioning just got a huge shipment of air conditioners, including heat pumps, and stock is going fast. Save big with Moore and Russell's warehouse rebate event. Get up to $6,000 in savings and rebates on a new system. Plus, don't pay for 12 months while inventory lasts. Google Moore and Russell today. Let the guys in the green trucks save you big bucks.
This is AM 730. All traffic, all the time. Vancouver's traffic and information station. Now, here's Ray Lock.
1:30 and 11 degrees right now downtown Vancouver. Coming up, we have the ferries and borders rundown, but we are starting again with the hot spots here. Is Sadie Chun.
Yeah, avoid the Alex Fraser at all costs. There's a crash southbound at the south end. Well, I should say more than one crash, but all a part of the same ordeal. Northbound to one lane, crews are on scene. The barrier was also displaced into the northbound left lane. So northbound, you're backing up past 72nd, just inching your way to 64th. Wow, southbound, you're close to Westminster Highway now, and also causing some delays northbound around the Queensboro. Lots of people taking the Massey Tunnel instead. Still a very great options just southbound down the 99. You're seeing some really heavy delays. Pushback solid to Westminster Highway. I mean, you could always use the Vitello if you want to loop around, but those are your best options for now. Heading over to Vancouver, you have a crash on Oak Street. It is southbound at 19th in the right lane, pushing traffic up to around 14th Avenue, busy in the area. Is northbound affected as well, or are people just stopping to stare because that's backed up to 21st Avenue? Still a stall in Vancouver on Night Street, northbound at 57th. That has the right lane blocked. Checking out delays here. Looks like they're slow from around 61st Avenue, I would say that. Not really causing a major delay, but it has been out there for a while. And then Pitt Meadows traffic lights are still out on Harris Road at 122nd Avenue. Please use the full restop procedure here. Anything else, give us a call to do it hands-free. That's all, 7:30.
Go back over to the AM 730 Traffic Center now. Here's Trish Jewison.
Interchange construction continues in Delta on Highway 17 between the 91 connector and the Alex Fraser Bridge, and again between the 91 and 92nd. Watch for crews working, lane closures, and reconfiguration. Plus a construction speed limit of just 50 kilometers an hour. A message from Canadian Blood Services. Patients need people across Canada to show up and give. Lives depend on it. 36,000 blood is available this month. Visit blood.ca. I'm Trish Jewison in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
AM 730. Now the current conditions of BC Ferries.
Boats that are half full or more to Lawson to Swartz Bay. The 2, that is at 55%. 3 p.m. is at 2/3. 4 o'clock at 60. The 5 at 2/3. The 7 and the 9 around 70% sold. Switching directions here, Swartz Bay 2 to Lawson. 2 p.m. is 95%. 3 o'clock at 55. The 4 is at half. 5 and the 6 and the 7 all at 2/3 capacity. 9 p.m. 60%. To Lawson, New Point 3:15 sold out. 5:45 at 80%. Same is true for the 8:15. 10:45 now 2/3 full. New Point 2 to Lawson 3:15. That's at 95%. 5:45 at 90. 8:15 now at 70. 10:45 a shade over half. Continue to Lawson, Southwell Island, 7:15 sold out. That's it for today. Tomorrow's motor filling up to the brim. Continue down to Horseshoe Bay, Departure Bay, 3:45. That's at 85%. 5:40 a little over half. 8:05 closing in on half capacity. Departure Bay to Horseshoe Bay now. 2:45 is at 55%. 5:55 at 60. Horseshoe Bay to Langdale, 2:25 boat is in the 90% range. 4:45 at half. And Langdale to Horseshoe Bay now. What do we have? 3:35 at 85%. 5:55 closing in on half full. Remaining boats are good, all under half capacity. Reminder, masks no longer mandatory, but still recommended for your BC ferry travels.
The AM 730 BCAA Travel Insurance Water Report.
Heading south into the States, P-Sarge looking to be about a 40-minute delay. Northbound right now is pretty light, maybe 15 minutes and you should be through. Back Highway South, only a 10-minute holdup. Northbound, another 10 minutes or so. Over to Alder Grove, pretty good right here. North and south is light, and same thing for Sumas at the border, north and south, 5 minutes each way. Keep in mind, border wait times are estimates, and they're always changing.
Tommy Europe here, fitness expert, stuntman, and retired pro athlete. Did you know that you have about 360 joints and about 650 named muscles? I bet you can name a few that are sore right now. My choice for relief is Sierrasil, the mineral-based joint Formula 14 health supplement and pain relief topical spray are second to none. Sierrasil is my choice to keep my joints and muscles feeling good. Remember Sierra, like the mountains, that's S-I-L. Why wait? Get Sierrasil today.
Traffic headlines. Now, the Alex Fraser Bridge for sure has crashed, causing massive headaches right now, involving several vehicles southbound, south end. Single lane passage only. Crews on scene. Volume terrible. East-west connectors where you can hit a wall right at Westminster Highway. Northbound delays too because you have the left lane blocked. It was the barrier was pushed into the northbound left lane. Cleanup has to be done here too, so you're busy now from before 72nd. Pretend the Alex Fraser doesn't exist at this point. Queensboro, though, unfortunately, the immediate vicinity is starting to plug up badly. Slow from when you underneath the 91 all the way to the start of Queensboro as people try to work their way to cross the river at the Patello. Once you get on the Queensboro, it's pretty good through Stewartson towards, or I guess you won't be using Stewartson, you will be using Stewartson, but you want to go up and over using Royal to get onto the Patello south. Now, let's move on to the Massey, where it's jammed up to from Westminster Highway down to the tunnel because everybody avoiding the Alex Fraser Bridge. The crash over in Vancouver on, where was it? Oak South End at 19th. Lose the right lane. Very busy south end north from right around Bubble Waffle there at Spoken 6 But 12, definitely something looks to be up through here, like that can be. Anything else come across, let us know, pound 730.
Are you ready to finally replace that missing tooth? Apple Dental Implant Center has appointments available at over a dozen locations across the Lower Mainland. There's no better time than now to get a consultation at an Apple Dental Implant Center location near you. Their dental implants start from just $999, and they now offer additional services like full suite dentistry. Don't miss out. Find a location near you at AppleDentalImplantCenter.com. AppleDentalImplantCenter.com.
Timing tickets are running out for your chance to get in on the Heroes Lottery Summer Bonus. Deadline is midnight tomorrow, so don't wait. If a new multimillionaire lifestyle suits you, this could be the year you win big. Get your tickets today for your shot at the summer bonus prizes. Choose from a Honda HR-V LX or a Lazy Boy Furniture and Design package or tax-free cash. Call right now, 604-648-4376. That's 604-648-4376. Or get your tickets online at heroeslottery.com or buy at London Drugs. Beat that deadline of midnight tomorrow for your shot at a summer bonus and a brand new multi-millionaire lifestyle. And for even more ways to win, remember to top up your purchase with 50/50 and Daily Cash Plus tickets. Check out all the prizes today online. Call now, 604-648-4376. Or stop into London Drugs or go to heroeslottery.com. Must be 19 plus to play. Know your limit, play within it.
Drain Master is your trenchless expert specializing in water line, sewer line, and drain tile repairs without digging a trench. DrainMasterTrenchless.com.
Hi there. This is Gordon Howey, CEO of Coast Appliances, speaking on behalf of the dedicated Coast Appliances employees who, like me, just happen to be owners. Owner-employees like Mike, Jim, and Andy in sales, Lauren operations, and Dana in HR. Our Coast Appliances stores are home to hundreds of passionate, friendly experts who go above and beyond to ensure your client's experience is the very best it can possibly be. Dedicated employees like Norman Finance, Don in Technology, Scott and Dan in Marketing. Then there's the best, Eric and the teams on the road who make it their duty to remove, install, and dispose of your newest or oldest appliances day in and day out. Coast is one big happy family, and being owner-operated might be the reason why we care, why we're so friendly, why we're so relatable and trustworthy. But don't take my word for it. Just ask Gary, Natasha, and Paula who work the phone. Visit our 5 showrooms in Vancouver, North Vancouver, Coquitlam, Abbotsford, and Surrey. Just tell them Archie, Ray, and Andy and Hal thank you for the best of employees and appliance stores in BC. Think Coast first.
Yeah, I just came over the second house. Thanks for the heads up, guys. Saved me probably half an hour at least. Thanks, Dan, 7:30.
The onions in the westbound Portman, I just had to say thank you so much for the hilarious line you've given. Same with the drive BC, people are having onions for dinner. It's been a hard day. I'm laughing my head off still. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, AM 730.
AM 730 on traffic all the time.
This is AM 730, the proud home of Vancouver Whitecaps FC play-by-play. Presented by Playnow.com.
Degrees in downtown Vancouver. Ray Luck here in the AM 730 Traffic Center. On the way, the Bridge and Tunnel Report, Global Sky Tracker weather too, but list is building here. Lots of problems at the Alex Fraser and Vancouver. Tons of issues chiming in with those details here. Sadie Chop.
Yeah, lots of comments coming in, so please be okay with the voicemail. I promise they're so helpful, so please just leave a voicemail if you can. We'll start with the Alex Fraser. That's kind of where all of this started. A crash southbound at the south end or down to one lane with crews on scene. The barrier was also displaced into the northbound left lane, so those delays are pushing back past 72nd Avenue and Wow. Southbound are pushed back around Westminster Highway, also affecting northbound around the Queensboro. Heading over to Vancouver, 4 things on the go out here. One is a crash, well, all of them are crashes almost. One is on Oak Street, southbound at 19th, that has the right lane blocked, and eastbound also down to one lane. Southbound is pushed back around 14th Avenue. It is gridlocked. You got another crash on 6th westbound at Oak with westbound traffic blocked here. Not looking good. You're pushed back to Canby Street. And speaking about Canby Street, also crashed on Canby at 12 with south and eastbound blocks. If you do have an update, though, let us know at pound 730. Still looking at this cell as well on Ninth Street northbound at 57th. That is in the right lane. And heading over to Pitt Meadows, traffic lights right on Paris Road at 122nd Avenue. This is not something in our script, but something I should have mentioned that kind of goes with the Alex Fraser crash, is that lots of people are using the Massey Tunnel instead, which is great. However, southbound pushed back past Westminster Highway now on its way up to the east-west connector, so it's gridlock. I did get a call saying that he used number 5 to bypass that and get through the tunnel. I'll say it now, but I'm sure we'll start to see delays down number 5, but that is an option for you. Anything else, give us a call. The duty hands free at pound 730.
To the AM 730 traffic center now. Here's Trish Jewison.
Storming work in Vancouver is affecting travel on Renfrew between Broadway and Abenaki Street. You have single lane traffic with crews working daily between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. Head over to Nanaimo as an alternate route instead. Best Buy Mobile Friends and Family Sale is on energy September 16th with the hottest deal. Visit your nearest store to activate your next phone with your preferred carrier. In the AM 730 traffic center, I'm Trish Jewison.
Bridge and tunnel report now begins with the downtown ones. Canby, Granville, Burrard, they're moving great. Lionsgate North, exiting downtown's clear. Inbound is also pretty light. From the North Shore down, moving smoothly to the other side of Vancouver Burnaby. North down Ironworkers, fast moving too. Richmond to Vancouver bridges, Arthur Lang and Oak, both are excellent. 9th Street North and South, kind of steady at their respective starts, but northbound, north end, well, not at the bridge, but if you're continuing north, right at the top at 57th of 9th Street is a stall in the right lane. That's why you're still back to down the hill to 63rd. Move on to the Massey Tunnel South, crawling from Westminster Highway down into 2. If you're wondering why, there's no other reason other than volume, because everybody just has been told to go this way. Well, I mean, it's still your choice to go this way, but everybody has calculated that this way is the better route due to a wipeout at the Alex Fraser Bridge. So southbound Massey, in essence, is a consequently jammed up from Westminster Highway down to the 2, but northbound, though, excellent. East-west connector's fine, but at the tail end, going east, busy from before Westminster Highway now to the south end of the Alex Fraser Bridge. Crash right here, southbound, south end, single lane passage only. Crews have been dealing with this for a while now, for an hour. The barrier has also been displaced into the northbound left lane. So northbound crammed up from before 72nd, southbound jammed up from, like we said, before Westminster Highway. Is there a second lane that just opened up? Seems slightly better at the front. An update, let us know at the Alex Fraser Bridge. Now, the Queensboro also does the alternative choice, but that's already plugged up. Busy from Westminster Highway 2 on that long exit 11 all the way up to the start of the Queensboro Bridge. Southbound is excellent. Patello Bridge still doing good. Port Manza Breeze, Fraser Valley Montmute westbound, slow pockets of 264, and also eastbound some pockets of 200 up to 260. We'll move on to the Maryhill bypass. That's fine. Pitt Bridge, Golden Ears, and the Mission Bridge all are good to go.
It's a soggy one out there. This is an atmospheric river that's taking target at the south coast, and we're picking up heaviest amounts of rain with this system. My name is Kasia Bedurk. I'm in the Global Sky Tracker Weather Center. That is in comparison with the rest of the communities as the system makes its way further inland. It's only going to be dropping about 5 millimeters of rain, but over here, it's going to be 10 to 20 during the day today, and then an additional 10 to 20 through the evening and the overnight. It doesn't look like the impacts are going to be too intense, nor is it going to be a long-lived situation. While we do have a few showers in the wake of the system, it'll be mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of showers. The daytime high is 16 tomorrow, 15 today, 18 on our Saturday, and we're expecting some tide mix over the weekend.
Traffic headlines over in Vancouver. Collision on Oak Street, southbound and 19th. Right lanes tied up since, let me see here, we talked about for at least half an hour. Eastbound, you're also a single lane passage right through here coming out of Douglas Crest. So it delays as you make your way through. Southbound is actually heavy from almost to north and westbound. Seems like you have barely, well, you have passage, but not very good. All directions are impacted for sure. Crash on West 6 westbound at Oak Street. Westbound's blocked back to the Cabby Bridge. Oh my goodness, it is a mess over in this part of Fairview and stuff like that. And Surrey, not to be outdone, collision on Scott Road North, right between 99th and 103A. Looks like a one-ton right here going down Snake Hill. It is definitely going down the hill that morning, back to those going up. And the big problem is at the Alex Fraser Bridge, but we'll talk about that on the other side.
AM 730 traffic, driven by BCAA. In case of a flat tire, locked keys, and more, BCAA is only a click away. Join today at bcaa.com. Hi, Keith here from Speedy Glass. Windshield replacements shouldn't be complicated, which is why at Speedy Glass, we totally simplified the experience for you. Go to speedyglass.ca, select the service center and the time that suits you best. Refine your model from our large inventory. Our certified technicians replace your windshield, then you're good to go. We even take care of your insurance claim, and our work comes with a lifetime warranty. Book your appointment today. Conditions apply. Details at speedyglass.ca.
Speedy Glass Repair. Speedy Glass Replace.
You might think you have it under control. You don't. You think my one will find me. It won't. You convinced my neighbor be your drive can safely.
Alcohol intoxicates your brain and impairs your ability to drive, period. If you can plan on drinking, you can plan on getting a safe ride home. Take the bus, cab, walk, even phone a friend. But please don't drink and drive. A message from AM 730.
This is AM 730. All traffic all the time. Vancouver's traffic and information station. Now, here's Ray Locke.
149, 11 degrees in downtown Vancouver. Coming up, Fairviews and Boulders run down. We have to get to some good news. Alex Fraser details with Sadie Chung.
Yeah, I have some great news, Ray. The Alex Fraser crash southbound, and that is now clear. You're still stuck with all of that going, though, pushed back to Westminster Highway and northbound around the Queensboro. But yeah, southbound, you're back to normal, just some delays to worry about. Northbound, you still have that barrier that's been displaced into the northbound left lane. So still causing delays back to 72nd. But the main roads did tell us that once southbound kind of starts to regulate in volume, they'll start working on that northbound left lane. So for now, that is still blocked. Checking out delays, lots of people use the Massey Tunnel as an alternate, but consequently, delays are pushed back to the 91. It's gridlocked all the way down to the tunnel. You can always stick to number 5 as an alternate route. Lots going on in Vancouver today. Wow, please watch your speed and slow down in these miserable weather conditions. You got a crash on Oak Street southbound at 19th with the right lane blocked and eastbound down to 1 lane. Also crashed on Candy at 12, which is affecting southbound. That's blocked, and eastbound is also closed. Another crash on West 6 westbound at Oakwood, westbound traffic blocked. This is pushing delays back to Canby, and a stall on 9th Street northbound at 57th. This one is in the right lane, pushing delays to 61st Avenue. In Surrey, got a crash on Scott Road between 99th Avenue and 103A Avenue. See some delays both ways, but they're really mild. If you have an update on this one, please let us know at pound 730. And great news at the Meadows, finally cleared of those traffic lights. They're back and working. That was on Harris Road at 122nd Avenue. Anything else, give us a call to do it hands-free at pound 730.
Back over to the AM 730 traffic center now. Here's Trish Jewison.
Interchange construction continues in Delta on Highway 17 between the 91 connector and the Alex Fraser Bridge, and again between the 91 connector and 92nd Street. Watch for crew working, lane closures, and reconfiguration. Plus, a construction speed limit of just 50 kilometers an hour. Boyd Autobody Glass doesn't serve you. All British Columbia locations are open for estimates or repairs. Visit boydautobody.com for details. I'm Trish Jewison in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
AM 730. Now the current conditions of BC Ferries.
Boats that are half full or more to Watson to Swartz Bay, the 2, that is at 55%, 3 p.m. is at 2/3, 4 o'clock at 60, the 5 at 2/3, the 7 and the 9 around 70% sold. Switching directions here, Swartz Bay to Tawasin, 2 p.m. is 95%, 3 o'clock at 55, the 4 is at half, 5 and the 6 and the 7 all at 2/3 capacity, 9 p.m. 60%. Tawasin and Dew Point 3:15 sold out, 5:45 at 80%. Same as Coup for the 8:15, 10:45 now, 2/3 full. Dew Point to Tawasin 3:15, that's at 95%, 5:45 at 90, 8:15 now at 70, 10:45 a shade over half. Continue to Tawasin to South Gulf Island, 7:15 sold out, that's it for today. Tomorrow's boats are filling up to the brim. Continue down to Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay, 3:45, that's at 85%, 5:40 a little over half, 8:05 closing in on half capacity. Departure Bay to Horseshoe Bay now, 2:45 is at 55%, 5:55 at 60. Horseshoe Bay to Langdale, 2:25 boat is in the 90% range, 4:45 at half. And Langdale to Horseshoe Bay now, what do we have? 3:35, that's 85%, 5:55 closing in on half full. Remaining boats are good, all under half capacity. Reminder, masks no longer mandatory, but still recommended when BC ferry travels.
The AM 730 BCAA Travel Insurance Weather Reports.
Heading south into the States, P-Sarge looking to be about a 40-minute delay. Northbound right now is pretty light, maybe 15 minutes and you should be through. Back highway south will be a 10-minute holdup. Northbound another 10 minutes or so. Over to Alder Grove, pretty good right here. North and south is light, and same thing for Sumas at the border. North and south, 5 minutes each way. Keep in mind, border wait times are estimates, and they're always changing.
The AM 730 Weather Reports.
Driven by BCAA. In case of a flat tire, locked keys, and more, BCAA is only a click away. Join today at BCAA.com. As a business owner, navigating the never-ending COVID restrictions is exhausting. If it worked for our regular customers, I wasn't sure we would make it to now.
Thank you. As a consumer, I make it a point to shop in and around my neighborhood. Surrey's an amazing city filled with amazing people.
The Surrey Board of Trade thinks so too. We're better together. It's how we as a community will come out stronger. Think local, shop local. Hashtag Surrey Strong. That's hashtag Surrey Strong.
Traffic headlines. So, good news. Alex Fraser Bridge crash is gone. Southbound South End volume moving again, which is excellent to hear. The back of the line was still clogged up on the east-west connector. Northbound, though, you still have that barrier displaced in the left lane, so crews have to fix that before you get that left lane back driving north. Heavy still, 72nd. Hence why, though, Massey Town South still so busy. A lot of folks detoured away using this path, but it's clogged up when everybody does it once. It's heavy from the 99 meeting the 91 around Westminster Highway. Lots of crashes in Vancouver, too. One on Campion 12, Oak southbound at 19, West 6, westbound at Oak Street, and 9th Street a stall, too, right at 57. We'll talk about those coming up.
Okanagan Lake Beach is stretching out its beautiful sandy arms to embrace the fabulous landscaping of this sleek, modern waterfront resort that is being built near the tennis club and Penticton nightclub.
Penticton will never be the same.
This will not be a public resort where just anyone can stay. You will have to be invited by one of the 100 families who will live there.
Beach House.
Beach House.
Beach House.
Go to lifeatbeachhouse.com and register to be kept informed.
Lifeatbeachhouse.com.
It's so unbearably hot in here. Well, you got two choices. Bear it all or call Thompson Industries. Okay, I think I'll take air over bear. Pass me my phone.
Surviving the seasons feels unbearable. Call on the heating and air conditioning pros for a free in-home estimate. Thompson Industries has the solutions you need for comfortable living in every room of the house. Stay cool this summer. Service, repair, and maintenance calls for all makes and models too. ThompsonIndustries.ca. Job done right, day or night. Local news, I'm John Strait. U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she hopes Senate negotiators come up with a good compromise on gun legislation. The House yesterday passed a wide-ranging gun control bill that would raise the age limit for purchasing a semi-automatic rifle and prohibit the sale of ammunition magazines of more than 15 rounds. Pelosi says Congress must take strong action to stop mass shootings.
People talk about this is happening again and
UN nuclear watchdog says Iran is blinding agencies inspectors from being able to track Tehran's uranium enrichment program.
The head of the UN's nuclear watchdog agency says Iran plans to disconnect 27 surveillance cameras at its nuclear sites. IAEA Chief Rafael Grossi warning this could be a quote fatal blow to the 2015 Iran nuclear deal unless those cameras are turned back on within 3 to 4 weeks. If not, Grossi said, UN inspectors would no longer be able to estimate the status of Iran's nuclear program, nor advise the U.S. on metrics if it rejoins the deal later. Jordana Miller, ABC News, Jerusalem.
From the Global Newsroom, I'm John Strick. Quick recap of the hotspots here. So the good news for the Alex Fraser crash is cleared southbound, south end. We got an hour to get rid of all this volume before rush hour hits. However, the northbound left lane still blocked by a displaced barrier. That's why the Massey South is so busy, because it is just a lot of people who avoided the Alex Fraser. Crash in Vancouver can be at 12th Avenue, south and eastbound blocked. Another one on Oak Street, southbound at 19th, right lane tied up. And more problems in Vancouver to tell you about on the other side. In these last few years have taught us nothing else. It's how interconnected we truly are. It doesn't matter if you're connected with the world or staying local. With cybercrimes on the rise, your business needs to be adaptive. Adaptive Technical can help protect your business network from online infections. They'll stop up gaps so you can maintain and monitor your network from new and evolving viruses and malware. To stay vigilant and keep your data safe, go to beadaptive.ca. Hi there. This is Gordon Howey, CEO of Coast Appliances, speaking on behalf of the dedicated Coast Appliances employees, who, like me, just happen to be owners. Owner employees like Mike, Jim, and Andy in sales, Lauren in operations, and Dana in HR. Then there's the Beth, Eric, and Rakeem's of the world, who make it their duty to remove, install, and dispose of your newest or oldest appliances. Visit our Coast Appliances showrooms in Vancouver, North Vancouver, Coquitlam, Abbotsford, and Surrey. For the best of employee-owned appliance stores in BC, think Coast first.
This is AM 730, CKGO Vancouver, helping you get up and go. A Chorus Entertainment Company. Bartech Fire, a leader in BC's fire safety industry since 1980. From fire alarm and sprinkler testing and service to central monitoring and fire safety plans, Bartech Fire has the experience to get the job done right. From high-rise and strata developments to new construction, industrial and commercial projects, trust the experts at Bartech. Proudly serving the Lower Mainland and Fraser Valley for over 40 years. Find out more at bartechfire.com. BARTEC fire.com.
You're listening to AM 730, all traffic, all the time. Hi, it's CKNW's Jill Bennett, and once you're caught up on traffic, dial your radio over to 980 AM. It's more than news. It's context, perspective, opinion, and insight on today's stories. 980 CKNW. Come on over.
BC Lions football. It's the Mooch, and it's the season opener at BC Place. Lions at the Tin-Ups. Able Options pregame show Saturday at 6 on AM 730.
Don't miss that. A great way to kick off your weekend. 2 o'clock, 11, rainy degrees here in downtown Vancouver and really all over the Lower Mainland. Slow down out there. My name is Phoebe Chung in the AM 730 Traffic Center. Kelsey Badurka is on standby. She is the Global Sky Tracker weather forecast. I'm sure she'll tell you the same things. Slow your roll and make sure you have your headlights and taillights on. Super important in this gloomy weather. They also have a bridge and teleport on the way, but first with a long list of traffic hotspots. Here's free luck.
The good news is this list is slightly getting better. The Alex Fraser crash is gone. It was southbound, south end. So all lanes open driving south, but it's still slow to recover. Jammed up from before Westminster Highway. If you're coming from the east-west connector, a lot of merge volume that climbed in, and some merge volume coming from the 91A, but it is starting to get better. Hopefully this can, by 3 o'clock, this will all be gone so we can have a proper rush hour. Driving north, though, you have a displaced barrier due to the crash going south. The barrier was pushed into the northbound left lane, so you still have that left lane closed and from 72nd. And that explains why the Massey Tunnel South is so busy. Everybody was told to go this way, not just by us. I mean, we weren't saying to go over here per se, but the signs clearly tell you that say 91 bad, 99 good. So that's why people follow suit, and it's busy when everybody does it at once. Crawling from Westminster Highway down to the Massey Tunnel now. Counterflow still an hour and 20 minutes away, so yeah, 99 South is pretty messy at this point. Vancouver, lots of issues. A crash on 12th Avenue at Cambie. Looks like east and southbound are blocked. Crash on Oak Street, southbound and 19th. This one is tying up the right lane, backed up all the way past 16th. I think if you're coming out of Douglas Crescent, though, it's no longer down one lane. Crash on West 6th in Vancouver, westbound at Oak. This one has it blocked. We're assuming, yeah, right at Oak Street is backed up now all the way to underneath the Cambie Bridge. So that's bad news there. I feel like crews have shown up and maybe made it one lane east, one lane west in the eastbound lanes. Vancouver stall on night northbound at 57th as well, tying up the right lane, and a crash on the Snake Hill in Surrey on Scott Road. This one looks to be going down the Snake Hill between 99th at the bottom and 103, but looks like it might be tidied up now. Maybe a car was spun out sideways and might have sorted itself out. Anything else? Let us know now. 7:30.
Bridge and tunnel report now. Starting downtown with Burrard, Granville, and Cambie. All three are looking good in and out of the downtown core. It's really as you exit off the Cambie Street Bridge, there is a crash on Cambie at 12th Avenue with south and eastbound blocks, and also one on West 6th westbound at Oak Street. Looks like you might be down to one lane west and one lane east now. Both viaducts are in great shape. Heading over to the Lions Gate, seeing some light volume out of north and west van. Looking good across the bridge though, no major delays through the Stanley Park Causeway, and only a couple pockets of heavy volume before Georgia Street leading downtown. To the ironworkers, starting with the upper levels portion, that's clear sailing out of North Van along Highway 1 with no issues up or down the cut. You're clear across the bridge itself, great through the Caspiar, and good to go both ways around the Burnaby Lake stretch. Down to Richmond and Vancouver connections, Arthur Lang is moving smoothly with no problems off the island. Same for the Oak Street Bridge. It's in a really nice shape out of Richmond along Highway 99. A couple pockets of light volume down Oak Street in the Markville area. To the Ninth Street Bridge, well, southbound really not from the eastbound, northbound getting a little heavier from the verge point. Down to the Massey Tunnel, well, southbound backed up solid to the 91. Due to the crash on the Alice Fraser, it's no longer there, but it was southbound at the south end. So lots of people chose to use the Massey Tunnel instead. If you're heading out of Downton into Richmond, I mean, you're in great shape. Again, at the Alice Fraser, we're now clear of that crash, not quite clear of all of the volume, especially around Cliveden to Queensborough. EPA connector backed up around the Westminster Highway, and northbound left lane still blocked by a displaced barrier. Stewartson, 6th, 20th Marine Way, all looking A-okay. Heading over to the Patello, some light southbound volume down McBride onto the bridge deck, but no holdups out of Surrey. Heading over to the Portman, that is wide open between Coquitlam and Surrey, with a couple pockets of westbound volume in the Langley area between Bradner and 232nd. It is slow. The River Bridge doing fine, no worries for the Maryhill bypass, though Wolmer's Bridge is free and clear north and south. And down to the Mission Bridge, that's problem-free in both directions. Any updates, you can always give us a hands-free phone call at pound 730. If you can do so safely, don't be shy to send us a tweet. That's AM 730 traffic. And before we get to the Global Sky Tracker weather forecast, an update from Trish Jewison in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
In Burnaby, upgrades are affecting traffic along Nelson Avenue between Green Dawn and Rumble. Crews are installing sidewalks, streetlights, and water mains. Watch out for fires on scene and expect some intermittent delays and late closures until next year. A message from Canadian Web Services. Patients and people across Canada to show up and give. Lives depend on it. 6,000 appointments available this month. Visit web.ca. I'm Trish Jewison, AM 730 Traffic Center.
It's rain heavy at times today. You'll be hanging on to those umbrellas. The timing of the clearing could be more impeccable. My name is Kash Sedurka. I'm in the Global Sky Tracker Weather Center. By the weekend, it looks like we'll be clearing out. It's still a ways out, but it looks like it should be on the clearer side. The temperatures are warming back up. So for today, we're hoping to get a daytime high of 15, 5 degrees below sea. It's rain heavy at times, but time set aside it should be a good 40 millimeters of rain for Metro Vancouver at the lows. Then Friday, we still have scattered showers in the mix and a pretty cloudy day and storm. So we'll call it an unsettled day.
It's a crash on Highway 91 northbound after 72nd, and that is in the right lane. Not a great way to have this crash, especially after the Alex Fraser is still kind of healing from the crashes it experienced earlier today. Also, keep in mind that the northbound left lane is still blocked by a displaced barrier. You're slow from the 72nd right now. 3 crashes in Vancouver. We'll have all the details and a very important report after this.
It's Fuel Line live at Scott SBC, the 90th British Columbia Highland Games. Experience this award-winning Celtic band along with the SFU Fight Band, the Remax Scottish Heavy Events, Kitchen Fest, kids activities, and new this year, the Heritage Stage with international acts. Everyone welcome, and there's something for everyone. June 18th, Town Center Park, Coquitlam. Tickets at scottsbc.com.
Girls 5 Network. Open to come Tuesdays, Wonders. Thursday, June 16th on W Network. We are officially in album mode. The Emmy-nominated hit returns with a new season.
We need the album done in 6 weeks.
Wow, that's fast.
I know people over 30 tend to have other things in their lives.
I had a kid, but she never got to me. I'm being now. Girls 5 Emma. New season premieres Thursday, June 16th. Only on W, part of Stack TV.
Don't wait for traffic updates on the ones when you can get them right now. This is AM 730, Vancouver's traffic and information station.
It's 209-11, rainy degrees here in downtown Vancouver. Slow down out here. Lots to get to. Ferry, borders, bridges, tunnels coming up. But first, Ray with the latest traffic hotspots.
Let's go to the Alex Fraser Bridge again, where there was an earlier crash, southbound south end. All lanes open, which is great. Still the back of the line, though, heavy from the Westminster Highway. They're coming to the east-west connector. It is moving better the closer to the bridge you get. Now, driving north, you do still lose the northbound left lane because of displaced barriers sitting in that left lane. Faster delay, causing backups to 72nd. But right at 72nd on the 91 north, it's a collision. This one's tying up the right lane, too. So double trouble on your path towards the Alex Fraser leading Delta. More collisions in Vancouver. Cambie at 12. South and eastbound were blocked. Is it still the case? Hard to tell from now, but definitely a mess approaching VGH. West 6 also has a crash. Westbound at Oak Street. Last we heard it was blocked going west, but it could be a case where they crew showed up and made it 1 lane east, 1 lane west in the eastbound lanes. We got an update, let us know. Oak Street crash too, southbound at 19th here. This one's tying up the right lane, or is it? Finally, I think this one has been wrapped up. Good to get rid of this one. What else do we have? A stall in Vancouver, 9th Street northbound at 59. This one's in the right lane. Delays, though, not too bad. And a Surrey stall now on Highway 15 at 176. You want to look at it? Northbound at Highway 10. The left lane is tied up. Hence your backups to over that small little hump train overpass. Anything else? Let us know now. 7:30.
AM 730, now the current conditions of BC Ferries.
Starting with Fourth Bay to Tsawwassen, the 3 o'clock is 3/4 full and sailing the other way around. Tsawwassen to Fourth Bay, the 3 o'clock is 2/3 sold. Dew Point to Tsawwassen, the 3:15 is sold out. Still summer on the 5:45, but really on the brink of selling out, around 90% sold. And Tsawwassen to Dew Point, 3:15 is sold out. 5:45 is 90% full. Tsawwassen to the Southern Gulf Islands, 7:15 is sold out. You can't catch the next one until tomorrow morning, and that is on the brink of selling out as well. So get those reservations in. Langdale to Horseshoe Bay, 3:35 full. 5:55 is at half capacity. And Horseshoe Bay to Langdale, the 4:45 is at half capacity. Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay, 3:45 sold out. 5:40 is 2/3 sold. And lastly, Fourth Bay to Beaufort Harbor, the 3 o'clock is sitting 90% 40-minute wait here. Checking out northbound wait times right now at Peace Arch, that's around a 20 to 40-minute wait. At Alder Road, 5 to 10, including trucks. Pacific busier though, 25 to 50 minutes. Better for trucks, that's back to 5 to 10. And right now at Sumas, busiest, an hour at minimum. Keep in mind, border wait times are estimates and they're always changing. Bridge and tunnel report now, starting downtown with Ford, Granville, and Canby. Well, all three bridge decks are moving nicely in and out of the downtown core, but you do have a crash. It is on Canby at 12 with south and eastbound blocks. Also a crash on 6th to westbound at Oak if you use that route instead. Looks like you're down to one lane both ways. Both viaducts right now are in great shape, and heading over to the Lions Gate, you got 2 lanes south, 2 lanes south, 1 lane heading north. So looking good for folks coming out of the North Shore crossing the bridge, but northbound through the Calciar, you are seeing some volume and a couple pockets of heavy volume as well on Georgia Street leaving downtown. Iron workers out of North Bend is really a breeze, but getting on that Main Street is busy. Use Keith or just head down the cut instead to get across. Looking good through the Calciar, but starting to see some rush hour eastbound volume around the Barney Lake stretch around Kensington. Down to Richmond and Vancouver connections, Arthur Lane moving smoothly. No problems on the island. Oak Street Bridge is in really nice shape leaving Richmond, but there is some pockets of heavy volume down Oak Street in the Markle area leaving Vancouver. Southbound on the 9th Street Bridge, not across the beachfront, always gets heavy northbound from the merge point. From Bridgeport and Canby, you're seeing delays. We'll go over to the Alex Fraser just to explain the Mousy Tunnel. You are clear of a crash. It was southbound at the south end with the northbound left lane still displaced by a barrier. Delays are recovering. Really heavy from around Clyden and the Queensboro where that meets the East-West connector is busier on Westminster Highway, but it is slowly recovering. Now we can head back to the Mousy Tunnel. That's why southbound down to 99 is so busy. Lots of people trying to reroute and use this instead. You can always take to number 5. It's looking a little better, but for now you're still pushed back to the 91. Heading over to the Patello, some southbound volume down McBride out of New West, but out of Surrey you're in great shape. Port Man's completely wide open between Coquitlam and Surrey, with a couple pockets of westbound volume through the valley, especially in Langley around 264. It's busy. Pitt River Bridge doing fine, no holdups for the Mary Hill. Golden Ears Bridge is free and clear north and south. And the Mission Bridge is problem-free both ways. Any updates, you can always give us a hands-free phone call at pound 730. If you can do so safely, don't be shy to send us a tweet at AM 730 Traffic. And heading over to the AM 730 Traffic Center with an update, here's Trish Jewison.
Ongoing construction in Langley is slowing down up to 16th Street between Telegraph Trail and 88th Avenue. Watch for crews and members on scene daily with reduced lanes both ways from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right through to the end of July. License Love, Specsavers is now open in West Vancouver and across the Lower Mainland. Find your perfect new pair of glasses today for only $69. Visit Specsavers.ca. I'm Trish Jewison in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
Thanks, Trish. Also, that Bridge and Tunnel report. Forgot to mention there was a new crash in downtown Highway 91 northbound after 72nd. That is in the right lane, so just adding to those delays we're seeing at the Alex Fraser right now. Also keep in mind that the northbound left lane is also blocked. It's displaced by a barrier, so keep that in mind. The Alex Fraser still not looking good. You got a crash in Vancouver on Canby at 12 with south and eastbound blocked. And looking for updates on this crash on West 6 westbound at Oak. Last update we have was that westbound was blocked out. Looks like you're down to one lane both ways. Lots more to come after the break.
It's time for the PC Insider Report. Over 100 new products for your best summer yet. I only have 30 seconds, so I'm going to go with these. Lover Iconic Cookies. Meet our PC Decadent Double Chocolate Cream Pie. Off the chart decadent. New for the barbecue, it's the PC Cedar Pine Sandwich. Cookie fish on wood. It's a thing, and it tastes amazing. And I wish I could tell you about the 98 colors for PC Pomegranate Lemonade or pizza, dough, golden barbecue sauce, chickpea burger, raspberry ice cream.
PC products available at all participating Real Canadian Superstore and No Frills stores. If you've been putting off getting your Hometown Heroes lottery tickets, don't wait any longer. Deadline is midnight tomorrow for your shot at the $31,000 summer bonus. That's above and beyond the amazing grand prize auctions, early bird, and more. Homes, travel, cars, cash can all be yours when you get in to win. This summer bonus gives you the choice of a Honda HR-V LX or package or tax-free cash. All it takes is one phone call or one click. Order online at heroeslottery.com or call 604-648-4376. That's 604-648-4376. Again, 604-648-4376. You can also get your Hometown Heroes tickets at any London Drugs. Ticket prices start at $3 for $75. Hurry and beat that Heroes Lottery summer bonus deadline of midnight tomorrow. You can be our next multi-millionaire. Must be 19 plus to play. Know your limit, play within it. Justin Bieber and Tim's newest co-creation is here.
Try my new French vanilla beef brew for a limited time, only at Tim Hortons.
Pair it with your favorite Tim Leaps, because they're back. At participating restaurants in Canada and the U.S. while supplies last.
You've probably heard of Apple Dental Implant Center already, but did you know that they've served the Greater Vancouver area for over 7 years? And in that time, they've never increased the pricing for dental implants, which start from $999. But they've changed something. Apple Dental Implant Center has grown to over a dozen locations and offers new services like full suite dentistry and more. Find a location near you at AppleDentalImplantCenter.com. What a mess! I wish these pigeons would just go away. Call in Westside Pest Control and keep the birds off your building for good. Contact their team of humane bird control experts for a free quote. WestsidePestControl.com. You're listening to AM 730. Hi, it's Jazz Joe. Once you're all caught up on traffic, head on over to the 980 CKNW. It's more than news, it's context, perspective, opinion on the day's top stories. Check it out, the Jazz Joe Show on 980 CKNW.
This city needs a great traffic station, and AM 730 is here for you.
Yes, we are 220-11, rainy, wet degrees here in downtown Vancouver. Slow down out there. Seems like it's some kind of January we're experiencing. Get those headlights and taillights on as well and increase that following distance. We have the Global Sky Tracker weather forecast with Count Pajerko shuffling all of what we can expect today and for the rest of the week. Hoping there's a glimmer of sunshine in there. We also have a bridge and tunnel report. But for now, we'll check in with the latest traffic hotspots. Here's Ray Luck.
And we'll begin with the Alex Fraser earlier issue. It's gone. A crash southbound South Bend. Volume trying to recover, still slow around Westminster Highway though, but it's aggressively starting to pick up the pace. Driving north though, you do have an issue with it. The northbound left lane to start the bridge is blocked by an area that was displaced by the southbound crash. Crews are still in the process of fixing that up. We did have also a little crunch up between a car and a semi here on the 91 north after 72nd. Guessing they must have just touched each other at low speed because I don't see much of a delay anymore. This wasn't the right lane or not so much a non-delay, but no subsequent calls. If you still see a crash between the 72nd and Nordell, between a semi and like a smaller car, let us know. Last we heard they might be in the right lane. Vancouver collision on Canby at 12th Avenue South and eastbound were blocked. Things are easing off, so I think this one just got cleared. West 6 has a crash too. This one was on West 6th at Oak Street. Reports of one lane east, one lane west. You know what? I'm going to say this one's cleared up because volume has eased off nicely as well. Vancouver had a stall on Nice Street northbound at 57th. He's still sitting in the right lane here. It's not causing too much of a headache, but it could sometimes get really bad. Surrey though, a stall on 176, the northbound on Highway 10. This one's in the left lane. And by the way, the Massey Tunnel South is completely crammed up because of everybody avoiding the Alex Fraser Bridge problem. Southbound is still heavy from before Westminster Highway. Anything else? Let us know now. 730.
And over to the AM 730 Traffic Center. Another update here is Trish Dutton.
Delays for the Nickel Metal River Bridge repairs in Surrey on Highway 99 between King George and 32nd Avenue. Watch for things also daily and a traffic pattern change in effect both ways, as well as full lane closures due to overnight hours. Best to avoid this route during peak traffic times. Book a 2-night stay in Ottawa between June 1st and October 10th and head up to Europe will cover the cost of the third night. Details at gear2inspire.ca. I'm Trish Dutton in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
Bridge and tunnel report now starting downtown with Burrard, Granville, and Canby. All three are moving nicely in and out of the downtown core. No worries over the viaducts. To the Lions Gate looks good out of North and West Van. volume across the bridge. Northbound through the Stanley Park Causeway is slow, and there are a couple pockets of heavy volume for Georgia Street leading downtown. Heading over to the Ironworkers, starting to see some rush hour volume out of North Van along Highway 1. Your slope eastbound down the cut from around Lonsdale Avenue. Not too shabby crossing the bridge, though. Looks good through the town here, but again, seeing that volume along Highway 1 east around the Burnaby Lake stretch. Down to your Richmond and Vancouver connections, leading up to the Arthur Lane, southbound down Granville is slow from around 64th Avenue. The bridge itself is not looking too shabby. It's a little sluggish if you're heading north. Same goes for the Oak Street Bridge, seeing some northbound volume across the bridge. Leaving Vancouver, though, you are in great shape. Heading over to the 9th Street Bridge, some moderate volume both north and south, but especially northbound from the Merge Point, Bridgeport, and Cambie, busy around the area. Heading down to the Massey Tunnel, well, there was an earlier crash on the Alex Fraser, which led lots of commuters to the Massey Tunnel alternate route. Southbound down the 99 is pushed back solid to the 91. It is gridlock heading out of Richmond. Heading out of Delta into Richmond, though, you're in better shape. Again, this Alex Fraser Bridge is still trying to recover after a crash. South clear, it was southbound at the south end. And the northbound left lane is still blocked by a displaced barrier, so seeing those delays around Westminster Highway, Clifton, across the Annis's Channel Bridge, and also northbound around Queensboro. Stewartson at 6th, Marine looking good. Southbound on 20th is busy. Heading over to the Vitello, you're seeing some volume out of New West down McBride leading across the bridge, but out of Surrey, you're in really great shape using Scott Road or King George. Port Man's pretty much wide open between Coquitlam and Surrey. There is some valley volume, though, especially heading west between Brother and 248. That's where you'll slow down. Through Abbotsford and Chilliwack, you're in great shape. The River Bridge is doing fine between Poco and St. Meadows along Loki Highway. A couple pockets around the lakes for the Mary Hill bypass. Wolfnear's Bridge is a breeze both north and south, and the Mission Bridge is problem-free. At EMCs, you can always give us a AM3 phone call on pound 730. If you can do so safely, don't be shy to send us a tweet at AM730 Traffic.
It's a foggy one out there. This is an atmospheric river that's taking target of the south coast. We're picking up heaviest amounts of rain with this system. My name is Kasia Kadarka. I'm in the Global Sky Tracker Weather Center. That is in comparison with the rest of the communities as the system makes its way further inland. It's only going to be dropping about 5 millimeters of rain, but over here, it's going to be 10 to 20 during the day today, and then an additional 10 to 20 through the evening and the overnight. It doesn't look like the impacts are going to be too intense, nor is it going to be a long-lived situation. Tomorrow we do have a few showers in the wake of the system. It'll be mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of showers. The daytime high is 16 tomorrow, 15 today, 18 on our Saturday, and we're expecting a 25 mix over the weekend.
There's a stall in Surrey on 176 northbound at Highway 10. That has the left lane blocked. There's still a stall in Vancouver on night northbound at 57th with the right lane tied up here. Alex Fraser is still recovering from an earlier crash southbound at the south end. No longer there, but the northbound left lane is still blocked by a displaced barrier, which was part of the ordeal. Lots of people heading over to the Massey Tunnel. So southbound down the 99 is backed up solid to the 91. Really seeing those delays. Also, Mason Dillon crash out in Delta. We'll have all the specifics and a Fear and Border report after this.
Professional chefs count on Coastal Portable Refrigeration Rentals 24/7 for safe food storage. For professional-grade freezer and mobile walk-in refrigeration trailers, call 844-422-COLD. Breakdowns or extra storage? Call 844-422-COLD. Restaurants, hotels, care facilities, or catered events? Call 844-422-COLD. Coastal Portable Refrigeration Rentals delivers restaurant-grade walk-in coolers 24/7 for any commercial kitchen. CPRefrigeration.com.
This Pride Month? No, every month. We celebrate the movers and the shakers. The ones who show us we're all the same, and yet so wonderfully, exquisitely different. We stand with those who brave the way forward. The bold ones, the wild ones, the ones held silent for too long, and the ones that leave us speechless. We share the stories that celebrate it all. Always here, always welcome, always proud on Discovery Plus. Stream now. Terms apply.
Last year, the beautiful village of Lytton was destroyed by a wildfire that is AM 730, Vancouver's traffic and information station with the most up-to-date traffic in Metro Vancouver.
That's right, your traffic news, information, and sports station, 28 to 28, 11 degrees here in downtown Vancouver. Coming up, we have ferries, borders, bridges, and tunnels. My name is Sadie Chung, alongside Ray Luck. He has the latest traffic hotspots.
Looks like another new trouble spot in the exact same area as before. A crash in Vancouver, Oak Street southbound and 19th reports that southbound now not getting through. You're detoured towards through Shaughnessy at Douglas Crescent there, so that could be another problem. I mean, we had a crash in the exact same spot literally an hour ago. Let's continue to the Alex Fraser Bridge. Southbound collision's gone, but the northbound left lane is still blocked by displaced barrier. Let's stay in Delta. There was a collision too on 91 north after 72nd in the right lane. Is that there? Hard to pick out. It's slow nonetheless from 72nd up to the start of the bridge. Massey Tunnel South is a major clog back then, way past Westminster Highway. The routes that feed on to the Massey, though, 5 Road, Sidaway, east and west on Steveston, they are completely messed up too, so they're no longer good viable choices. And this is all stemming from the earlier Alex Fraser Bridge crash. Everybody went this way. A stall on 9th Street northbound at 57th in the right lane, and Surrey, another stall, 176 north at Highway 10, tying up the left through the lane. Anything else? Let us know now. 7:30.
AM 730. Now the current conditions of BC Ferries.
Starting with Fourth Bay to Tsawwassen, the 3 o'clock is 3/4 full and sailing the other way around. Tsawwassen to Fourth Bay, the 3 o'clock is 2/3 sold. Dew Point to Tsawwassen, the 3:15 is sold out. Still somewhere on the 5:45, but really on the brink of selling out, around 90% sold. And Tsawwassen to Dew Point, 3:15 sold out. 5:45 is 90% full. Tsawwassen to the Southern Gulf Islands, 7:15 is sold out. You can't catch the next one until tomorrow morning, and that is how the brink of selling out as well. So get those reservations in. Langdale to Horseshoe Bay, 3:35 full, 5:55 is at half capacity, and Horseshoe Bay to Langdale, the 4:45 is at half capacity. Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay, 3:45 sold out, 5:40 is 2/3 sold. And lastly, Sports Bay to Fulford Harbor, the 3 o'clock is sitting nicely at half capacity. If you did hear me mention the sailing, that means it's either under half sold or sailing later today. But any updates, give us a half-free phone call. Snap out to the 30.
AM 730 BCAA Travel Insurance Weather Report.
Just eyeballing the 4-way times heading south right now at P-Search. You're backed up right past Beach Road, so really not looking bad, around 5 to 10 minute wait. Same for Path right now, looks around 5 to 10 minutes. Alder Road the same. It's Sumas, that's the busiest. Your pushback to Valley Road, expect a 20 to 40 minute wait here. Checking out northbound wait times right now at P-Search, that's around a 20 to 40 minute wait. At Alder Road, 5 to 10, including trucks. Pacific busier though, 25 to 50 minutes. Better for trucks, that's back to 5 to 10. And right now at Sumas, the busiest, an hour at minimum. Keep in mind, 4-way times are estimates and they're always changing. Bridge and tunnel report now, starting downtown with Burrard, Granville, and Cambie. All 3 are moving nicely in and out of the downtown core. No worries for the viaducts. To the Lions Gate looks good out of north and west Van. Just a couple pockets of light volume across the bridge. Northbound through the Stanley Park Causeway is slow, and there are a couple pockets of heavy volume over Georgia Street leaving downtown. Heading over to the Ironworkers, starting to see some rush hour volume out of North Van along Highway 1. You're slow eastbound down the cut from around Lonsdale Avenue. Not too shabby crossing the bridge, though. Looks good through the tops here, but again, seeing that volume along Highway 1 east around the Burnaby Lake stretch. Down to Richmond and Vancouver connection. Leading up to the Arthur Lane, southbound down Granville is slow from around 64th Avenue. The bridge itself is not looking too shabby. It's a little sluggish if you're heading north. Same goes for the Oak Street Bridge, seeing some northbound volume across the bridge. Leaving Vancouver, though, you're in great shape. Heading over to the 9th Street Bridge, some moderate volume both north and south, but especially northbound from the merge point, Bridgeport and Cambie, busy around the area. Heading down to the Massey Tunnel, well, there's Alex Fraser, which led lots of commuters to the Mount St. Tunnel as an alternate route. Southbound down the 99 is pushed back solid to the 91. It is gridlock heading out of Richmond. Heading out of Delta into Richmond, though, you're in better shape. Again, this Alex Fraser Bridge is still trying to recover after a crash south here. It was southbound at the south end. And the northbound left lane is still blocked by a displaced barrier. So seeing those delays around Westminster Highway, Langdon, across the Annis's Channel Bridge, and also northbound around the Queensboro. Stewartson at 6th Greenway looking good. Southbound on 20th is busy. Heading over to the Vitello, you're seeing some volume out of New West down McBride leading across the bridge, but out of Surrey, you're in really great shape using Scott Road or King George. Port Man's pretty much wide open between Coquitlam and Surrey. There is some value volume, though, especially heading west between Bradner and 248. That's where you'll slow down. Through Abbotsford and Chilliwack, you're in great shape. The River Bridge is doing fine between Poco and Pitt Meadows along Loki Highway. A couple pockets around the lakes for the Maryhill bypass. Walters Bridge is a breeze both north and south, and the Mission Bridge is problem-free. Any updates, you can always give us a hands-free phone call at pound 730. If you can do so safely, don't be shy to send us a tweet at AM730 Traffic. And over to the AM730 Traffic Center with an update. Here's Trish Jewison.
In Vancouver, expect delays for roadwork westbound on Terminal at Station Street. Watch for lane reconfiguration with weather blocking. Plus, the closure of Station Street until the end of the month. Find incredible styles and even better savings during Leon Diamond Sale. Shop incredible deals on furniture, mattresses, patio furniture, appliances, and more. On now for a limited time, visit leon.ca. I'm Trish Jewison here today on 730 Traffic Center.
Crews are still fixing the barrier at the Alex Fraser at the south end with the left lane blocked both ways now, and a crash to Vancouver on Oak southbound at 19th, which of course the southbound is blocked. Local news headlines up next.
You don't want to miss what's coming up at the Clarksdale Inn Pub. Every Wednesday is Bingo Feast with music instead of numbers. Every Friday and Saturday starting at 7, sing your heart out during karaoke nights. And Sunday starting at 4, kick back and enjoy a cold one while listening to live music. And as always, there are free dartboards and pool tables to play. All at the Clarksdale Inn Pub, corner of Highway 10 at 176 A Street, Cloverdale.
The number of police-reported hate crimes increased across the
374 anti-Semitic
Ignoring this will only make it worse. It's up to each one of us to never accept hate.
A message from the broadcasters of British Columbia Office of the Human Rights Commissioner, the NEH Collective.
Are you ready to finally replace that missing tooth? Apple Dental Implant Center has appointments available at over a dozen locations across the Lower Mainland. There's no better time than now to get a consultation at the Apple Dental Implant Center location near you. Their dental implants start from just $999, and they now offer additional services like full suite dentistry. Don't miss out. Find a location near you at AppleDentalImplantCenter.com. AppleDentalImplantCenter.com.
Alex Fraser still recovering, and yes, it's going through more trouble after that crash. Crews are now fixing the barrier at the south end, so the left lanes are blocked both ways. Look out for that. Delays are starting to improve, but the northbound still backed up around 72nd, and southbound to Westminster Highway really affecting the Annis's Channel Bridge in around the Queensboro. If this cross still out there on Highway 91 northbound after 72nd, that would be in the right lane. There's already some delays due to this crash and fix up and clear up, so let us know at pound 730. Just can't pick it out. Also got a crash in Vancouver again, another one on Oak Street southbound at 19th, with reports that southbound is blocked. You're slow from 15th Avenue. Still a stall as well on 9th Street northbound at 57th with the right lane blocked. And over to Surrey, stall on 176 northbound at Highway 10, that has the left lane blocked. Lots more to come. We'll check in with Couch Paterka. She's the Golden Sky Tracker weather forecast after this.
When your truck and trailer needs repair, it's the time to go to a service repair shop. We have a alignment shop and body shop to get it fixed right. Not you. You're going to ATI Truck Repair. As an ICBC heavy-duty Fleet maintenance shop accredited by the Better Business Bureau. ATITruckRepair.ca. Hi, Keith here from Speedy Glass. Have a chip in your windshield? No worries. Because at Speedy Glass, having your windshield repaired is quick and easy. Go to speedyglass.ca, select the service center and the time that suits you best. Our certified technicians repair your windshield in 60 minutes, thanks to our cutting-edge tools. And you're good to go. And remember, our work also comes with a lifetime warranty. Book your appointment today. Conditions apply. Details at speedyglass.ca.
Speedy Glass Repair. Speedy Glass Repair.
You're listening to AM 730. Hi, it's Jazz Joe. And once you're all caught up on traffic, head on over to the 980 CKNW. It's more than news. It's context, perspective, opinion on the day's top stories. Check it out, the Jazz Joe Show on 980 CKNW.
Hey guys, it's Jason Pedro. I'd like to say thank you very much for that announcement. We had lots of guys fall down for us, and we really appreciate you guys putting that out on the air for us. We are done clearing those demonstrations. Thanks everyone for your patience. We really appreciate it. Yeah, everybody drive safe. Everybody wants to go home.
First, fast, and always accurate. AM 730 has the most up-to-date traffic reporting in the city. 240 and 11 degrees in downtown Vancouver. Ray Lock with you in the AM 730 Traffic Center. Coming up, the Bridge and Tunnel Report. Global Sky Tracker weather on the way too, but we are starting with the hot spots again. Here's Sadie John.
Yeah, there was an earlier crash at the Alex Fraser. It's been clear for a while, but now crews were out there fixing the barrier at the south end. So now the left lanes are blocked in both directions. Southbound, you're slow from around Westminster Highway, really affecting Clifton and the Annis's Channel Bridge, and also seeing heavy northbound delays around the Queensboro. Northbound, you're pushed back to 72nd Avenue, and reports that a crash is still out there on Highway 91 northbound after 72nd, hanging out in the right lane. Lots of volume at the Massey Tunnel as well. Lots of people avoiding the Alex Fraser, sticking to the tunnel instead. Southbound down the 99 is pushed back solid to the 91, but I believe the counterflow will come in eventually where you'll have 3 lanes heading south. That will really help the situation. For now, you can stick down number 5 road instead to kind of loop in through the tunnel. That's probably your best bet. Over in Vancouver, you have a crash on Oak Street, southbound at 19th, with reports that southbound's blocked. It's slow from 14th Avenue, and check out this dome. It's still out there on night. It is northbound at 57th in the right lane. Just seeing a small delay for now. It's been out there all day. I don't want to say it's cleared yet because it seems like it comes and goes, but you're still from around 59. Also, it's still in Surrey on 176 northbound on Highway 10. That's in the left lane. And seen some pretty big delays out in Surrey as well on King George Boulevard southbound before 80. The right lane is blocked here for road work. Anything else, give us a call, but do the hands-free at pound 730.
Over to the AM 730 Traffic Center again. Join Trish Jewison.
There's a closure in Maple Ridge for ongoing culvert replacement. 2 Union Street is blocked to traffic both ways by 112th Avenue. Expect delays and just head over to 284th Street instead. Also, an Abbotsford rush for infrastructure upgrades on Fraser Highway to Browner and Mount Lehman, with crews and drivers on scene every day until next year. Love is finding your perfect retail glasses for only $69. Specsavers is now open in West Vancouver and across the Lower Mainland. Visit specsavers.ca. I'm Trish Jewison in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
Bridge and Tunnel Report. We start up with the downtown 3. Camby, Granville, Burrard, they're moving fine. Limestone North, getting out of downtown. A minor slow flip looping around Los Lagoons. Southbound is decent, so a little slower on the westbound approach. Upper levels coming down the cut, it's steady to slow from Lonsdale now, feeding to the start of the Ironworkers. Just volume at this point. Once you're on the other side, steady pockets through the Burnaby Lake stretch, especially heavier around Kensington. Northbound Ironworkers, that's fine. Richmond to Vancouver Bridges, Arthur Lane North slowing down beginning, southbound's fine. Oak Street North delays from
the south end to the north end. Southbound's pretty good from now. 9th Street north, dense from before Canby to the start of the bridge. Southbound is moving smoothly. Massey Tunnel south, there's no trouble other than a huge amount of volume rushing this way after earlier trouble on the Alex Fraser. So the Alex Fraser issue was hours ago, but this has left everybody at the Massey stuck. Southbound crawling from before Westminster Highway. Problem is, all the feeder routes down below, 5 roads, Sidaway, Steveston, East and West are all insanely busy. Counterflow will help, but that's still like a good 40 minutes away. Northbound Massey, did they already flip it, or is it just volume? It's slow from before the 17A. East-West connector, east steady from 6th Road to the 7th Road. Westbound's fine. Alex Fraser still very busy because the crash, yes, is gone. Southbound, almost a bit fixed the barrier at the south end now, so hopefully all lanes open again. 4 lanes south, 3 lanes north. Sad that at the south end after barrier displaced after a crash, but it's still busy. Southbound from Westminster Highway, northbound crawling from south to 2nd. Queensboro also very heavy from when you're still parallel the east-west connector all the way to the start of the bridge. Looking down below on Boyd and Hewitt, look at how busy those routes are as people kind of use the Durham way to loop around. Southbound Queensboro's fine. Patello north clear. Southbound no heavy moving right from 6th. Royal also struggling from Stewardson. Portman east and west not bad. Fraser Valley volume east and west long down 264. Mission Bridge clear. Maryhill bypass no delays. And Pitt Bridge Golden Ears both are excellent.
It's a soggy one out there. This is an atmospheric river that's taking target of the south coast, and we're picking up heaviest amounts of rain with this system. My name is Kasia Badurka. I'm in the Global Sky Tracker Weather Center. That is in comparison with the rest of the communities as the system makes its way further inland. It's only going to be dropping about 5 millimeters of rain, but over here, it's going to be 10 to 20 during the day today, and then an additional 10 to 20 through the evening and the overnight. It doesn't look like the impacts are going to be too intense, nor is it going to be a long-lived situation. Tomorrow we do have a few showers in the wake of the system. It'll be mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of showers. A daytime high of 16 tomorrow, 15 today, 18 on our Saturday, and we're expecting a sun-cloud mix over the weekend.
Traffic headlines. So, crews are done that Alex Fraser Bridge repairs after an earlier crash. The barriers have been fixed up. Throughout the south end, volume moving much better now. Driving north is clear, getting much better. Southbound still slow though from Westminster Highway. We're coming out of Richmond. Crash on Oak Street southbound at 19th. Report southbound is still blocked, or is it? Definitely one-lane passage at least. Down to 1 lane maybe, or just the right. If you got updates, let us know. Also, a stall on 9th Street northbound at 57. This one's in the right lane. Anything else, let us know now. 7:30.
Did someone say PC Optimum points? Yeah, we did. At Real Canadian Superstore until June 15th. For 25,000 points for every $100 spent on home, electronics, and more. That's like $25 in points. Save for real at Real Canadian Superstore. See fly for details.
When your car is overheated, in the worst possible place, call Buster's Towing. When someone rear-ends you, and you're already late, call Buster's Towing. You may have driven there, but now your car needs its own ride home. Better call Buster's Towing. They're faster than anyone else in the greater Vancouver area. For reliable towing 24/7, call Buster's Towing. 604-685-8181. Let's get you back on the road. Alex Sea Lovers Fish and Chips is all you can eat. Every day, anytime. All you can eat fish and chips and Sea Lovers plus bottomless pop. Just $17.99 plus tax. Truly the best fish and chips in town. Find them at c-lovers.com. Ashton Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has excellent news. Receive up to $6,000 in rebates on a new home comfort system. Plus, partial proceeds of every air conditioning system installation goes to Ashton for Autism and will support the CKNW Kids Fund. Don't wait until it's too late and too hot. Visit callashton.com or call 604-256-4888 and receive up to $6,000 in rebates on new home comfort systems. Ashton Service Group. This is AM 730. All traffic all the time. Vancouver's traffic and information station. Now, here's Ray Locke.
2:48 now and 11 degrees in downtown Vancouver. Up next, we have the ferry run down Bridge and Tunnel Report 2. We'll start again, though, with the hot spots here. Sadie Chung.
Yeah, great news. Finally clear of all of what's been going on the Alex Fraser. Crews are no longer out there fixing the barrier at the south end, so you have 4 lanes heading south, 3 heading north. Still slow. Northbound completely cleared up, basically, but southbound still slow from Westminster Highway all the way across Anderson's Channel Bridge and around the Queensboro. It is busy. Great news for the Mountie Tunnel, though. Counterflow is now in through the 3 lanes heading south, 1 lane out of Delta. I'm so happy to see this because you're backed up solid to the 91 with lots of people trying to avoid the Alex Fraser. You can always stick to number 5. It's looking like a better option for now, but that should get going. Starting to see delays out of Delta. In Vancouver, Crouch on Oak Street. This is southbound at 19th. Looking for an update on this one. It seems to be clear now. Southbound definitely no longer blocked, just some light volume. So that is maybe a glimmer of hope. Still, of course, the stall on 9th Street northbound at 57th. That is in the right lane. And in Surrey, on stall on 156 northbound at Highway 10. That has the left lane tied up. Also busy on King George Boulevard southbound before 80th. The right lane's blocked here for a roadwork project. And just keep in mind, you're also doing some ditch work out in Langley on 16th Avenue east of 200. It is single lane alternating. Anything else, give us a call. The duty hands free at pound 730.
Go over to the AM 730 Traffic Center. Once again, here's Trish Jewison.
Watch out for interchange improvements in Langley on 200th Street between 88th Avenue and Mount Highway 1 overpass. Rain closures, delays, crews on scene, and so and one. Crews are also widening the road along Fraser Highway near 246th Street. Expect daily delays and crews on scene until mid-October. Get your car ready for the summer. Driving with Mr. Crew for a warranty free oil change or anything you need. Know what's going to need it. Find the nearest Mr. Crew location at mrcrew.com. I'm Trish Jewison in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
AM 730. Now the current conditions of BC Ferries.
Boats that are half full or more. Tawasin to Swartz Bay. The 4, that is plenty of space. 5 p.m. 2/3. The 7 and the 9 at 70. Switch directions now. Swartz Bay to Tawasin. The 5 and the 6 are at about 70%. 7 p.m. 2/3 full. 9 p.m. sitting at 60. Tawasin, Duke Point. What do we have? 5:45 is sold out. 8:15, 85%. 10:45 at 2/3. Switch directions. Duke Point to Tawasin. 1 sail wait. 8:15, 70%. 10:45 a bit over half. Tawasin to South Gulf Island. 7:15 is sold out. Tomorrow's boats are already almost loaded up completely. Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay. 1 sail wait. 5:40 at 80%. Departure Bay to Horseshoe Bay now. What do we have? 5:55, a little over half full. And Horseshoe Bay to Langdale, 4:45, that's at 80% capacity. Langdale back to Horseshoe Bay, 5:55, that is at 80%. Remaining sailings are decent, all under half sold. Reminder, masks no longer mandatory, but still recommended for your BC ferry travels.
The AM 730 BCAA Travel Insurance Water Reports.
East Arch South looks to be about a 40-minute hold-up. Northbound's pretty light, 5 to 10. Pack Highway South, a 5-minute wait. And driving north, you're waiting there for maybe about 15 to 20. Alder Grove and Sumas are not bad at this time. Keep in mind, water wait times are estimates, and they're always changing.
Hey PC, I love getting new offers in the PC Optimum app every Thursday. Today I loaded an offer for 1,000 PC Optimum points on the PC Black Label Gold Barbecue Sauce. Open your PC Optimum app to load your offer until June 12th.
Traffic headlines. Police incident over in downtown. Looks like it's on Georgia at Seymour. Single lane travel going out of downtown. What do we see here? So Seymour is a little bit further away. Georgia, coming into downtown from the North Shore looks to be struggling for sure at this time. But Seymour North is also impacted back up to Elkin. Aside from that, Alex Fraser again was the root issue for why it's so slow for the Massey. The Alex Fraser had a crash. Crews had to fix the barrier. It's still slow driving south, but the Massey is the one where everybody went, and it's still a massive grind. But the good news is, counterflow has been put in. It's still going to be a slow recovery. Anything else? This is downtown 730.
Uplift
workers deliver services our communities rely on, whether it's fighting wildfires, protecting at-risk children, staffing the court system, or running our liquor and cannabis stores. The BC Public Service is there for us. But as the cost of living skyrockets, these workers are falling behind. Now is the time to invest in sustainable public services for our future. A message from members of the BC General Employees Union, BCGEU.
There are two truths about Alzheimer's. Everybody's experience is different, and there is no cure. For nearly a decade, I was on an Alzheimer's journey with my dad, but only after he passed away did it actually hit me how I carried the fear he would one day forget me throughout my battle. Canadians for Leading Edge Alzheimer's Research, or CLEAR, is committed to doing whatever it takes to find a cure. To do that, we need your help. Learn how at clearalzheimers.ca.
Safety of their kids. Locals answered first tells us that this after learning the $87 million plan to replace Mission Secondary School has been deferred indefinitely.
This complete frustration. Candace Dodge says there are overcrowding and seismic concerns in that building that are having an impact on her children's health, well-being, and overall education. This school is 70 years old. Our kids are in the school at 109% capacity. It has been added on to many, many times over the years, and it's just seismically unsafe. Projects like a new school in Fernie and a seismic upgrade of Pitt Meadows Secondary have also been put on hold as the BC government rejected requests to fund major capital projects for 2022-2023, claiming it's due to financial impacts caused by the pandemic. Andrea McPherson, Global News.
From the Global News, I'm John Strick. Traffic headlines. So we do have a couple of issues here in Vancouver. Medical emergency of some sort. Seymour northbound at Georgia. Looks like one lane squeaking by, and those on Georgia eastbound can lose the right lane too. Very busy for both approaches. Moving on to the Alex Fraser. Cleared up that crew fixing the barrier after earlier crash at South End. Northbound's recovered. Southbound though is jammed up from still before Westminster Highway as there's this kind of rush hour building. And then the Massey Tunnel South has been flanked as everybody was avoiding the Alex Fraser Bridge. Counterflow, thankfully they put it in, but it is not enough because there's so much volume on Stevenson, 5 Road, Sidaway, all attacks towards the Massey Tunnel approach is a mess. Had a crash on Oak Street southbound at 19. Is this one finally cleared too? I mean, we had 2 identical crashes in the exact same spot. Is this one gone? Pound 730. And then Surrey Estall you'll find on 176 North, right at Highway 10. This one was in the left lane. Anything else, let us know. Pound 730.
Whether your company is small or large, it's always best to leave the numbers down to someone who provides smart, sensible, affordable bookkeeping solutions. Clarity Bookkeeping provides a wide range of services, including accounting, payroll, and analytical services. Visit bookkeepingclarity.com today.
Hi, I'm Gord Howie, CEO of Coastal Appliances, and I'm here to talk about our extended warranty offer.
Does this warranty warrant an entire commercial, Grandpa?
Well, I'd say yes, Olivia. Seeing that for a limited time, when you buy an appliance from Coast, you can get 3 years of protection for the price of 1 year.
You'll be like 103 years, Grandpa.
Well, maybe not that old, but it does mean that you'll be covered for a minimum of 3 years should something go wrong.
Like if your dishwasher isn't dishwashing?
Well, yes.
Or if your refrigerator isn't refrigerating?
Pretty much yes.
Or if your washer dryer isn't washer dryering?
You got it. Coast's warranty offer covers you for a minimum of 3 years. We'll pass you on to other manufacturers should something go wrong with your purchase. We stand firmly by our commitment. We guarantee it.
So you guarantee the warranty?
You have a way with words, Olivia.
Word, Grandpa.
For a limited time, get 3 years of protection for the price of 1 year
on. Team Canada will play Curacao tonight, but don't think the problems have gone away. We look at their push for equality and the mess left by Canada Soccer. Plus, beautifying the Nancy McCallum vote. NDP MLA Jean Sim joins us to discuss her run for Sur-Rivière and the big return of the summer ritual. We look at the new rides at Playland as the iconic park gets ready to open its doors. That's all on the Jazz Joel Show, right after the 3 o'clock news.
This is AM 730, CKGO Vancouver. No on the go. A Course Entertainment Company.
The new Global TV app now has the best news offering, including national and local news and 24-hour live streams. I'm Jonah Friesen. Thanks for joining us. We were going to call it that. Now you can watch global news with your morning coffee or lunch or really any meal to stay informed about your PM or MP or MVP on demand or with 24/7 live streams for free on the Global TV app. But that was taken. What's going on? The new Global TV app. Download now for more global news and stream anytime, absolutely free.
No other station has traffic news on demand, on air, streaming online, and on Twitter. AM 730 has you covered.
3 p.m. now and also 11 degrees in downtown Vancouver. On the way, we have the Ferries and Borders Bridge and Tunnel Report. That's coming up too, but we are starting with on spots. First, again, we join Sadie Chung.
Yeah, first of all, thanks for all the updates and phone calls. Be okay with the voicemail. I promise we'll get to them. Good news for the Alex Fraser, no longer doing repairs, no longer a crash on the bridge. They were working at the south end. That's the last update we had. Northbound has completely cleared off. Southbound front of the line is moving nicely. Still some backup though over on Westminster Highway and at the Channel Bridge. Please for all being affected by this. And over to the Valley Tunnel, well, lots of people decided to take this route instead because of what was going on at the Alex Fraser. If you're at the very, very back of the line, you're still pushed back to the 91. The counterflow is in, so you're down to 3 lanes south, 1 lane north, so a glimmer of hope there. There is a medical emergency in Vancouver on Seymour northbound at Georgia, so you got 1 lane waving by there. You're also down to 1 lane eastbound on Georgia. Seymour is pushed back to Elkins, solid in Georgia, straight to around Nicholas Street. It is busy in that section. It looks like you're clear of the crash of Oak Street southbound at 19th. Reports clear. If you do have an update though, or think otherwise, let me know at pound 730. And just got a phone call about a stall in Burnaby on Canada Way west side Kensington. That has the left lane blocked and traffic is pushed back to Chisel-Hampton. It is busy. Still got a stall in Surrey on 176 northbound at Highway 10. That's in the left lane, and in Vancouver, a stall on 9 northbound at 57th in the right. Anything else, give us a call. The duty is free. That's out 730.
Go back over to the AM 730 Traffic Center. Here's Trish Jewison.
Watch out for ongoing storm toward the Westminster due to delays and lane restrictions both ways on West Columbia Street and Main Streets to avoid the lineup. Single Memorial Avenue instead. If you're looking for love or a new pair of glasses from $1,600, visit Specsavers, now open in Surrey and across the Lower Mainland. Visit specsavers.ca. I'm Trish Jewison in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
Bridge and Tunnel Report begins with the downtown 3. Canby Gravel for Rard, they're moving fine. Lionsgate North getting out of downtown, that's good. Inbound volume slowing down a bit at the start of the bridge, but overall not bad. Let's get to downtown though. Georgia going east has a problem at Seymour, some sort of medical emergency here. So Georgia eastbound at Seymour, you lose the right lane. Northbound on Seymour also down to 1. So if you're going through downtown towards eastbound, busy from Broughton, and northbound on Seymour is heavy from Halton. Let's move on now to the upper levels coming down from the North Shore. It is busy from Lonsdale down to the start of the bridge. Once you're on the other side, the steady through the Burnaby Lake stretch. Well, I guess slow to steady. It is rush hour after all, busy from inside. The Cassiar leading up to at least Kensington. Northbound iron workers, built the volume at the start. Richmond to Vancouver bridges, Arthur Lake North. It's steady at the beginning. Southbound is fine. Oak Street not bad. 9th Street south steady, northbound heavy from before Canby to the start of the bridge. southbound Massey Tunnel is trying to get better. Still slow, though, from before Westminster Highway. The problem is, 5 roads to the way, east and east and west, are all significantly backed up. Reason being, no trouble to Massey was an earlier issue at the Alex Fraser that moved everybody over to the Massey Tunnel. At least they put counterflow in, so that will help a bit. But northbound now struggling from well before 17A. East-west connector east, steady from 6th Road, moves after that, but then hit a wall well before Westminster Highway, leading up to Climbden. And it is still trying to recover after that earlier crash. Northbound Alex Fraser's moving fine. Queensboro north, steady to slow. The pedestrian overpass, southbound's all good. Patello Bridge now. Bridge deck's excellent, but a lot of folks detour this way too, so McBride South is prone from 8. Royal cutting across, slow from 8th Street 2. Portman east and west not bad. Fraser Valley going east and west at 264, a bit steady to slow. Bishop Bridge clear. Maryhill bypass, that's fine. And the Mid Bridge Golden Years, both are excellent.
Hi, I'm Christy Gordon with your Global Sky Tracker for the forecast. Heavy rain expected throughout the day today. It's not going to ease to showers until overnight tonight, so we're talking about 10 to 40 millimeters of rain. In terms of the impact on the rivers, we only have a high stream flow advisory in place for the Lower Fraser River at this point, so that means no major flooding is expected. Nonetheless, we're going to be tracking things closely in the days to come. As we head into our Friday, mainly cloudy skies expected, but I'm hoping for some breaks of blue sky here and there. At least it's only a 40% chance of showers, so very spotty conditions Friday and into the weekend. In fact, I expect similar conditions into Saturday and Sunday also, although more sunny breaks expected over the weekend.
Traffic headlines beginning over in, Burnaby Escall. This is on Canada Way West at Kensington. The left lane is tied up. Volume here is, jammed up as go down the hill. Let me see here, slow from, around Sperling up to emerge onto Canada Way, Kensington there. Let's move on to Vancouver. Medical emergency on Seymour northbound at Georgia, down to 1 lane northbound. Eastbound is also, you lose the right lane as well. The Vancouver stall. This one was 9th Street northbound at 57. This was in the right lane. It's still fast to be jammed up for southbound Massey Tunnel. There's no problems other than a ton of volume. Everybody was escaping away from the Alex Fraser Bridge, which once upon a time had a major issue. Anything else, let's know now. 7:30.
Okanagan Lake Beach is stretching out its beautiful sandy arms to embrace the fabulous landscaping of this sleek, modern waterfront resort that is being built near the tennis club and Penticton Yacht Club.
Penticton will never be the same.
This will not be a public resort where just anyone can stay. You will have to be invited by one of the 100 families who will live there.
Beach House.
Beach House.
Beach House.
Go to lifeatbeachhouse.com and register to be kept informed.
Lifeatbeachhouse.com.
Tony, the freezer won't. Do we got any bread with a quarter of oil there? Okay, you call the repair guys. I'll call the backup.
Customer Ford Global Refrigerator, Michael. What's your emergency?
Yeah, hi. Do you have any mobile walk-in freezers?
Sure do. Restaurant grade and a mixed food safety standard.
Send one over. Can we also use it for an outdoor event? We're catering the ball.
You know it.
Cool.
Very cool. When your walk-in freezer calls it quits, call Coastal Portable Refrigeration Rentals. 1-844-422-COLD or cprefrigeration.com.
This is AM 730. All traffic all the time. Vancouver's traffic and information station. Now, here's Ray Lodge.
307 and 11 degrees in downtown Vancouver. On the way, we have the Bridge Tunnel Report. Also got the ferries and borders, all that fun stuff's coming up. But we start again with the hotspots here, Sadie Chow.
Yeah, Alex Fraser Bridge is looking a lot better now. Well, I should say the bridge itself. Southbound, you're a little slow now. Northbound has completely cleared up after a crash. And crews up there fixing the barrier. They're no longer there. It's just kind of the residual delays that it has left. Eastbound on the eastbound connector is gridlocked. The pushback solid to Nelson Road, and northbound around the Queensboro also getting hit hard. Lots of people chose to take the Massey Tunnel instead, so southbound down to 99, still slow from around the 91. But counterflow is in for your 3 lanes heading south at least. Hopefully that clears up sooner than later. In Burnaby, you got a stall on Canada is westbound at Kensington. Just checking out volume. It does have the left lane blocked near pushback to Chisholm-Hampton Street. A medical emergency in Vancouver on Georgia eastbound at Seymour. That has the right lane blocked. And in Vancouver, that crash on Oak Street southbound at 19th reports that is clear, no longer seeing delays. Still installed on 9th Street northbound at 57, though that is in the right lane. It's just a reminder that it is rush hour, so eastbound down the cut as northbound along Highway 1 approaching the Ironworkers. It's grid blocked from Lonsdale all the way down the cut and through the Galaxy Yard. Anything else, give us a call to do it hands-free. At pound 730.
Go over to the AM 730 traffic center again. Here's Trish Jewison.
There's some road work in Delta on 72nd Avenue between 3rd and 12th Street and Westview Drive. You're got similar traffic both ways on 72nd with flaggers on scene, directing traffic from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. is looking into August. Find incredible styles and better savings start Leon Style Sale. Shop deals on furniture, mattresses, patio furniture, appliances, and more. On now for limited time, visit leon.ca. I'm Trish Jewison at the AM 730 Traffic Center.
AM 730. Now the current conditions of BC Ferries.
Boats that are half full or more. Tawasin to Swartz Bay. The 4, that is plenty of space. 5 p.m. 2/3. The 7 and the 9 and 70. Switch directions now. Swartz Bay to Tawasin. The 5 and the 6 are at about 70%. 7 p.m. 2/3 full. 9 p.m. sitting at 60. Tawasin Dew Point. What do we have? 5:45 sold out. 8:15 85%. 10:45 at 2/3. Switch directions. Dew Point to Tawasin. One sale wait. 8:15 70%. 10:45 a bit over half. Tawasin to South Gulf Island. 7:15 is sold out. Tomorrow's boats are already almost loaded up completely. Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay. One sale wait. 5:40 at 80%. Departure Bay to Horseshoe Bay now. We have 5:55, a little over half full. And Horseshoe Bay to Langdale, 4:45, that's at 80% capacity. Langdale back to Horseshoe Bay, 5:55, that is at 80%. Remaining sailings are decent, all under half sold. Minor masks, no longer mandatory, but still recommended for your BC ferry travels.
The AM 730 BCA and Travel Insurance Weather Reports.
East Arch South looks to be about a 40-minute hold-up. Northbound's pretty light, 5 to 10. Pack Highway South, a 5-minute wait. And driving north, you're waiting there for maybe about 15 to 20. Alder Grove and Sumas are not bad at this time. Keep in mind, border wait times are estimates, and they're always changing.
Kick back with a cold one from the Clydesdale Inn Beer, Wine, and Liquor Store. Open every day from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. The Clydesdale Inn is still stocking all of your favorites at the best prices in town. Check out the daily liquor store specials, then get them delivered to your door using Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats. The Clydesdale Inn Beer, Wine, and Liquor Store. Open every day from 7 to 11 on the corner of Highway 10 at 176 8th Street, Cloverdale.
Bridge and tunnel report begins with the downtown 3, Canby, Granville, Baroque, moving fine. Lionsgate getting out of downtown clear. Inbound volume slowing down a bit where north and west end join up. There's also some sort of medical emergency in Vancouver downtown, Georgia, and eastbound at Seymour. You lose the right lane, volume still slow from around Jervis. Northbound on Seymour, that's getting better. Looks like it was down to one lane anyway for construction. Move on to the North Shore, coming down the cut, crawling from Lonsdale down to the start of the bridge. The other side, slow too, as you get off the bridge all the way to Kensington. Northbound Ironworkers clear. Richmond to Vancouver bridges, Markham Lake North slowing down right at the beginning, although Russ Baker Way slow from the BCIG campus. Southbound is fine. Oak Street South slowing down from Park to 70th, typical stuff. But aside from that, the Oak Street Bridge is good to go. Now, the night is also busy from Kennedy to the start of the bridge. Southbound's okay. Now, southbound through from the Massey Tunnel here, still steady to slow from Westminster Highway down. Problem is, East and 5 Road, Sidaway are all significantly clogged up. Same with those coming out of the industrial complex on 5 Road, Horseshoe Way, and Coppersmith. It is a mess because of the earlier trouble, not even at the Massey Tunnel. It was an Alex Fraser problem and detoured everybody this way. Northbound, counter flows in heavy from halfway between the 17th and the 17A. East-west connector, also not the best, is steady at 6th Road, and then you hit a wall at the Esberg all the way to just after Westminster Highway. It is trying to get better for the Alex Fraser Bridge, again after earlier crash, but it's still a mess here. Northbound is fine, though. Queens Road North, steady and slow from around the pedestrian overpass. Southbound's fine. Casella Bridge deck's good, just McBride is heavy from 8th. Same thing for Royals, backed up to 8th Street. Portman east and west clear. Fraser Valley going east, slow from 200 to 216th. Another batch of volume from 248 to 264. Westbound, some pockets around Bradford, 264 as well. Mission Bridge, good to go. No delays for the Marion bypass. Pitt Bridge, Golden Ears, both are fast moving.
It's rain heavy at times today. You'll be hanging on to those umbrellas, but the timing of the clearing couldn't be more impeccable. My name is Kasia Fedorka. I'm in the Global Sky Tracker Weather Center. By the weekend, it looks like we'll be clearing out. It's still a ways out, but it looks like it should be on the clear under side for temperatures warming back up. But for today, we're only at a daytime high of 15, 5 degrees below seasonal. Rain heavy at times, but time set aside, it should be a good 40 millimeters of rain for Metro Vancouver at the most. Then Friday, we still have scattered showers in the mix and a pretty cloudy day at the north. So we'll call it an unsettled day. Saturday, Sunday, unpleasant.
Headlines in downtown, there was some sort of medical emergency. Georgia eastbound at Seymour, tying up the right lane. Delays still there from Thurlow down. Northbound on Seymour, looks like it's down to 1 lane because of the road work. Let's move on to New West. Dump truck stalled out on Stewartson West down right around the Kruger paper factory there. So around 5th Avenue, 6th Avenue area. But either way, it's not causing too much of a headache at this time. Burnaby is stalled on Canada Way West right at Kensington. Coming down that hill was slow, essentially from Sterling. Anything else, let us know at some dark.
Are you ready to find or replace that missing tooth? Apple Dental Implant Center has appointments available at over a dozen locations across the Lower Mainland. There's no better time than now to get a consultation at the Apple Dental Implant Center location near you. Their dental implants start from just $999, and they now offer additional services like full sleep dentistry. Don't miss out. Find a location near you at AppleDentalImplantCenter.com. AppleDentalImplantCenter.com.
School wouldn't be school without the people who support our kids. From bus drivers to custodians, education assistants, and more, they deserve fair wages and more respect because our kids depend on them. A message from BC's QB School Support Workers.
Global news, I'm John Strait. 161 British Columbians have died from a drug overdose in April. That works out to over 5 deaths a day. Historical deaths accounted for 80% of those deaths, but more than 26% of the April fatalities were women, a trend that began earlier this year. Lisa LaPointe, BC's chief coroner, says anyone using illicit drugs right now is currently at risk in the unregulated market. A 25-year-old woman with serious injuries after being hit by a vehicle in Vancouver last night. Vancouver police said happened around 11:15 near Broadway and Redford. The driver remained on scene and is cooperating with the investigation. A small group of people came onto their local MLA's office in the Fraser Valley this morning, concerned about the safety of their kids. As Global's Andrew first tells us, this after learning the $87 million plan to replace Bishop Secondary School has been deferred indefinitely.
Complete frustration. Candace Dodge says there are overcrowding and seismic concerns in that building that are having an impact on her children's health, well-being, and overall education. This school is 70 years old. Our kids are in the school at 109% capacity. It has been added on to many, many times over the years, and it's just seismically unsafe. Projects like a new school in Fernie and a seismic upgrade of Pitt Meadows Secondary have also been put on hold as the BC government's rejected request to fund major capital projects for 2022-2023, claiming it's due to financial impacts caused by the pandemic. Andrea McPherson, Global News.
From the Global News, I'm John Strait. Traffic Headlines, kind of a weird commute. Most of it is rain related right now. So we had earlier wipeouts on the Alex Fraser South. Crews have to fix the barrier. It's pretty much done, but still slow to recover. Southbound heavy as we hit the rush hour. It is slow from 7th Road all the way up to the Alex Fraser Bridge midway. A lot of folks went to the Massey. Southbound is grinding it out, but they put in counterflow early about 20 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago, but it's not enough. It's still very busy for the feeder routes of Stevenson, 5 Road, Sinaway, all those are a mess. Northbound Massey, consequently, is jammed up almost to the 17th. Anything else, let us know. 7:30.
It's time to let the outside in and the indoors out with Eclipse Architectural Folding Doors, Screens, and Shades. Breathe fresh air into any indoor space and create a beautiful upgrade with doors that fold away to make the great outdoors part of your living space. Perfect for renovations, new builds, cafes, and storefronts. Eclipse Folding Doors are a breath of fresh air. Create your own oasis. Click where to buy at eclipsearchitectural.com. What a mess! I wish these pigeons would just go away! Call in Westside Pest Control and keep the birds off your building for good. Contact their team of humane bird control experts for a free quote. WestsidePestControl.com. Hi there, this is Gordon Howey, CEO of Coast Appliances, speaking on behalf of the dedicated Coast Appliances employees who, like me, just happen to be owners. Owner employees like Mike, Jim, and Andy in sales, Noah in operations, and Dana in HR. Our Coast Appliances stores are home to hundreds of passionate, friendly experts who go above and beyond to ensure your appliance experience is the very best it can possibly be. Dedicated employees like Norman Finance, Dominant Technology, Scott and Dan in marketing, and there's the best, Eric and the team of the world, who make it their duty to renew, install, and dispose of your newest or oldest appliances day in and day out. Coast is one big happy family, and being owner-operated might be the reason why we care, why we're so friendly, why we're so relatable and trustworthy. But don't take my word for it. Just ask Gary, Natasha, and Paula who work the phones. Visit our 5 showrooms in Vancouver, North Vancouver, Coquitlam, Abbotsford, and Perth. Just tell them Archie, Ray, Mandy, and Alice sent you. For the best of employees of appliance stores in BC, think Coast first.
So you want to get smarter about Canadian business? You don't have hours to read the paper's business section every day? Now you don't have to. I'm Jay.
And I'm Jay Rosenthal.
And every day we host the Peak Daily Podcast, getting you up to speed on Canadian business, tech, and finance news in less than 10 minutes every morning.
It's the perfect way to get the key facts and the stories you need to know about, all in the time it takes you to have your morning coffee.
Get the news you need and make it on with your day. Listen to the Peak Daily Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is AM 730, the proud home of Vancouver Whitecaps FC play-by-play, presented by Play.com.
Yes, your traffic news, information, and sports station. 321, 11 degrees here in downtown Vancouver. My name's CD Chung in the AM 730 traffic center. Slow down out there. It's an atmospheric river. Another one. It's pouring out there, so please be extra cautious. Get those headlights and taillights on very gloomy. I'm sure Couch Waderka will say the same. She has the Book Sky Tracker weather forecast. The Bridget Tunnel report is on the way. But first, rain left with the latest traffic hotspots.
Let's begin at the Alex Fraser. We'll stop actually talking about what's wrong with the Alex Fraser, but it's pretty much recovering after an earlier crash. You got slow pockets all the way through. The barriers were displaced. They had to take some time to fix that. So now that we're in the rush hour, kind of not quite normal stuff, but certainly slow from Westminster Highway up to the halfway point of the bridge. So it is moving better at this point, but still busy. What happened, though, is everybody went to the Massey Tunnel, so that just completely clogged up. Thankfully, they put in counterflow about a half an hour earlier than they normally would. Typically, they would go in like right now, but all the feeder routes down below, actually, that's North Shore. Stevenson, 5 Road, Sinaway, look at Williams and 5 Road, Shell there. It is so busy right now. All these smaller paths just trickling into one at the Massey. At least there's 3 lanes, but if you're trying to merge in from those points, it is still very, very heavy. Northbound with counterflow being in, it is crawling almost to the 17th. Aside from that, the actual issues we have is a new westbound dump truck. This one was on Stevenson westbound right around 5th Avenue. Or maybe it's trying to come out of River Drive. I see a big delay on River Drive coming out of the Cool Factory, if that's where it actually is. Let us know. A stall on Burnaby, Canada Way, westbound at Kensington. This one's at the left lane as go downhill, head almost to Burgess. And then a medical emergency in downtown 2 on Georgia, eastbound of Seymour. This one's tying up the right lane. Anything else? Let us know. 7:30.
A little remix for you now with an update from the AM 730 Traffic Center. Here's Trish Jewison.
One of you working Philly along 88th Avenue from 124th Street to Salt Road with crews on scene and lane closures 24/7. And sewer main work has 20th Avenue blocked both ways between King George and 156th Street from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. A message from Canadian Blood Services. Patients need people across Canada to show up and get lives depend on it. 36,000 appointments available this month. Visit blood.ca. I'm Trish Jewison in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
Bridge and tunnel report now, starting downtown with Burrard, Granville, and Canby. All three are moving smoothly in and out of the downtown core, and no worries for the viaducts. Heading over to the Lions Gate, great shape out of north and west van. Looking good across the bridge, northbound through the Stanley Park Causeway, you will see delays, and on Georgia Street, leaving downtown, a couple of pockets of heavy volume. Over to the ironworkers, starting with the upper levels portion. It's rush hour and eastbound volume has kicked in. You're slow from Westview Drive all the way down the Cut and through the Cows Yard, even around the Barbie Lake stretch. Westbound, though, not a problem to be found. Down to your Richmond to Vancouver connections, leading up to the Arthur Langer slow southbound towards the bridge from around 64th. No problems up the island, though, and the Oak Street Bridge is in nice shape out of Richmond along Highway 99. A couple pockets of light volume down Oak Street in the Marpole area, leaving Vancouver, though. To the Night Street Bridge southbound, it's sluggish. Northbound, you're really seeing those delays from the Merge Points, Bridgeport, and Canby. It's busy. Down to the Massey Tunnel, you got 3 lanes south, 1 lane north. Still very busy southbound. You're backed up to the 91. Very gridlocked due to what happened earlier on the Alex Fraser. Lots of people are taking this route instead. So very busy. Seeing delays out of Delta as well. Just that 1 lane. Heading over to the Alex Fraser, just seeing some southbound delays here. Northbound, not a problem to be found. East-west connector is busy from around Fraserwood Place. It's gridlock, and the Queensboro sees some heavy delays northbound around Highway 91A. Stewardson, you do have a still dump truck west on a River Road in the left lane. Not really seeing any major delays. River Road, though, really backing up. Greenway busy between Fraser and the Queensboro and 20th is spotty in both directions. Over to the Patello, you got 0 delays both ways here. A little spotty out of New West down McBride, but absolutely no holdups out of Surrey on King George or Scott Road. Port Man's wide open between Coquitlam and Surrey. Got some heavy valley volume, especially westbound in the Abbotsford Langley area between Mount Lehman to around 248. It's busy. Then busier between Columba Road and 200. Seeing some heavy delays east here as well. To the Pitt River Bridge, that's clear sailing between Poco and Pitt Meadows. Dairy Hill Bypass is experiencing some volume both east and west. Lots of people heading home. Golden Bridge is free, clear north and south, and the Mission Bridge is problem-free in both directions. Any updates, you can always give us a hands-free phone call at pound 730. If you can do so safely, don't be shy to send us a tweet at AM 730 Traffic.
It's raining heavy at times today. You'll be hanging on to those umbrellas, but the timing of the clearing couldn't be more impeccable. My name is Kasia Fedorka. I'm in the Global Sky Tracker Weather Center. By the weekend, it looks like we'll be clearing out. It's still a ways out, but it looks like it should be on the clearer side with temperatures warming back up. But for today, we're only at a daytime high of 15, 5 degrees below seasonal. Rain heavy at times, but time set aside, it should be a good 40 millimeters of rain for Metro Vancouver at the most. Then Friday, we still have scattered showers in the mix and a pretty cloudy day in store. So we'll call it an unsettled day. Saturday, Sunday, 5 mix.
And a quick look at some of your top traffic headlines before short break. In Burnaby, a stall on Canada Way westbound at Kensington in the left lane, pushing traffic back to Burris. And a medical emergency in Vancouver. We'll have all the details
176 A Street, Cloverdale.
Public workers deliver services our communities rely on, whether it's fighting wildfires, protecting us as children, staffing the court system, or running our liquor and cannabis stores. The BC Public Service is there for us. But as the cost of living skyrockets, these workers are falling behind. Now is the time to invest in sustainable public services for our future. A message from members of the BC General Employees Union, BCGEU. When you pass away, your loved ones will be left with many decisions to make and items to look after. With the help of the pre-arrangement team at Kearney Funeral Services, you can spare your loved ones the stress of last-minute decisions and the financial burden of funeral costs. With 114 years of experience, local, family-owned Kearney Funeral Home knows how to serve the needs of all families. Visit KearneyFS.com. Kearney Funeral Services, here to help.
The average box of flooring weighs 30 to 40 pounds, which is why during our Pick It Up event, we're using the forklift. Independent flooring centers have so much flooring in stock, no matter what project you're tackling, you can pick it up today. Laminate, pick it up. Luxury vinyl planks, pick them up. Not into DIY? Well, we'll have the installer pick it up and get the job done before you can even say how long for delivery. Pick it up at Independent Flooring Centers. Let us get flooring. Visit endoftheroll.com.
This is AM 730, Vancouver's traffic and information station, with the most up-to-date traffic in Metro Vancouver.
11 degrees here in downtown Vancouver. My name's Sadie Chung in the AM 730 Traffic Center, Ferries, Borders, Bridges, Tunnels. On the way, I'm alongside Ray Luck. He has the latest traffic hotspots.
In terms of actual problems, we don't have much. Burnaby had a stall on Canada Way West at the bottom hill at Kensington. This one actually is ramming up things past Burris now. Going down the hill is messy. It also doesn't help that Kensington Merge is always slow, trying to feed on the Highway 1 East. Vancouver medical emergency downtown. It's on Georgia. It's down Seymour. I believe he still moves the right lane, so that's your delay here back to the Jervis. As well, New West of dump truck that's stalled out. Stewartson westbound of River Drive. It seems like it's actually coming out of River Drive. That's the struggle, so it might not be on Stewartson yet. Probably just trying to dip out on River Drive there. Aside from that, the major issue is trying to get to the Delta for the Alex Fraser and the Massey Tunnel. Initially, we had a crash at the Alex Fraser Bridge, basically wiped out commute. This happened hours ago, too. It's still slow to recover, busy from Westminster Highway to the mid-span point of the bridge, but everybody went to the Massey Tunnel the last several hours, and that just plagued this route. Down below, Steveston, 5 Road, Sidaway, Shell, Williams, coming out of Horseshoe Way and all that stuff, it is a complete write-off. Even though they put counterflow in like 45 minutes ago, it's not enough to get this crowd getting out of here, but it is it's trying, but it'll be a slow commute through the Massey South today. By the way, north down in one lane, it's actually very heavy, backed up almost to the 17. Anything else? Let us know now, 7:30.
Thank you, Ray. And over to the AM 730 Traffic Center with an update. Here's Trish Jimison.
Ongoing construction in Lang is slowing down on 216th Street between Telegraph Trail and 88th Avenue. Watch for crews and fighters on Daisy. We're reducing lanes both ways from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. right through to the end of July. The Michael Hill sale is now on. Find your special something and enjoy great savings limited time only for Michael Hill. I'm Trish Jimison in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
AM 730, now the current conditions of BC Ferries.
Lots to list up for this evening. We'll start with Sports Bay to Tsawwassen. The 4 o'clock is 3/4 full. And Tsawwassen to Sports Bay, 4 o'clock sitting nicely at half capacity. Dew Point to Tsawwassen, the 5:45 is sold out. Your best bet is to catch the 8:15. That is 3/4 full. And Tsawwassen to Dew Point, 5:45 on the brink of selling out. It's 90% sold. Tsawwassen to the Southern Gulf Islands, unfortunately, the last sailing for this evening at 7:15 is sold out. Your best bet is to catch the one tomorrow at 10:25, 95% sold for that one. Departure Bay to Horseshoe Bay, the 5:55 is sitting at half capacity. And Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay, the 5:40, 80% sold. Langdale to Horseshoe Bay, 555, 85% sold, and sailing the other way around. Horseshoe Bay to Langdale, 445, sold out, plenty of room on the 530. Lastly, Fourth Bay to the Southern Gulf Islands, the 420 is 3/4 sold. If you did hear me mention a sailing, that means it's either under half sold or sailing later tonight, but any updates, give us a hands-free phone call at 730.
The AM 730 BCAA Travel Insurance Weather Report.
Checking out borrowing times right now if you're heading south. Well, really not a problem at P-Search. That's looking around a 5 to 10 minute wait. Same for Pack and checking out Aldergrove. That's looking about a 5 to 10 minute wait as well. You're slow from around Zero Avenue. Right now at Sumas, busier. You're slow past 4th Avenue, inching to By Road, so probably around a 20 to 40 minute wait here. Right now, heading north at P-Search, that's around a 30 minute wait to an hour, so definitely busier here at Aldergrove, 5 to 10, including trucks. Right now at Pacific, you're looking at a 5 to 10 minute wait here as well, including trucks. And at Sumas, that's around a 30 minute wait to an hour at minimum. Keep in mind, more wait times are just estimates, and they're always changing. Bridge and tunnel report now. We start downtown with Thorard, Bramble, and Canby. All three are moving nicely in and out of the downtown core. Maybe just a small southbound delay at the very south end of the Canby Street Bridge. People are caught up at the lights on Broadway. No worries for the viaduct. Over to the Lions Gate, it is slow out of north and westbound, especially along Marine Drive. Across the bridge, it is still busy. It eases up through the Stanley Park Causeway, and a couple pockets of heavy volume on Georgia Street leaving downtown. Over to the Ironworkers, well, rush hour volume has kicked in. You're slow from around Westview Drive eastbound down the cut to the very north end of the bridge. That's when it starts to clear, but you see those delays again through the Cassiar and eastbound around the Burnaby Lake stretch. Down to Richmond and Vancouver connections, Arthur Lang is moving pretty smoothly, no problems off the island. Same for the Oak Street Bridge, it's in nice shape out of Richmond along Highway 99. Very slow southbound down Oak Street leaving Vancouver though. You're backed up to 59th Avenue. Over to the Ninth Street Bridge, southbound a little sluggish, northbound definitely busier from the Birch Point, Canby, and Bridgeport. You're seeing those delays. Down to the Massey Tunnel, counterflow within you have 3 lanes heading south, and that doesn't really dismiss the fact that you're lined up to the 91. It is gridlock. All of the other routes trying to get there, Stevenson Highway, Williams, number 5, all seeing those delays as well. Busy out of Delta with that 1 lane too. Heading over to the Alex Fraser, you got a new one. There's a crash northbound at the south, and it's in the middle lane. I hate to say this, just as the Alex Fraser was recovering, delays are starting to inch towards 72nd Avenue. East-West Connector is not doing very good either. Still see some heavy delays from around Westminster Highway heading east, and northbound around the Queensboro. Quite the delays. Greenway also busy between Fraser and the Queensboro. Southbound down 20th is gridlock. 6th is doing fine, and reports that there's still stalled a dump truck in New West on Stewartson westbound at River Drive. That would have the left lane tied up. Over to the Vitello, seeing some light volume down McBride out of New West. No issues out of Surrey though. Port Man's wide open between Coquitlam and Surrey. Got lots of valley volume though. Eastbound between 200th and Glover Road is busy, and then again westbound between Brather and 248, you'll see that volume. Throughout Lisford, a couple pockets here and there. For the most part, you're doing fine, and all the way up in Chilliwack, you're good to go. Pitt River's looking fine between Foco and Pitt Meadows. No delays for the Mary Hill. Golden Ears Bridge is free and clear north and south. Eastbound down the Haney Bypass, seeing some heavy delays, and the Mission Bridge is problem free both ways. If you do see any more trouble in traffic, give us a hands-free phone call at pound 730. You can also send us a tweet at AM730 Traffic. Stalled in Burnaby. This one's on Canada Way westbound at Kensington. That's in the left lane, pushing traffic back to Stanley Street. You got a medical emergency on Georgia eastbound at Seymour. That has the right lane blocked. Push
Skip the traffic, lineups, and sailing waits this summer with Harbor Air Seaplanes. Whether you're looking for a weekend getaway, a quick family visit, or an important meeting that would be so much better in person, Harbor Air is ready to get you there quickly and hassle-free. Daily flights now departing to downtown Victoria, Nanaimo, Tofino, the Gulf Islands, Comox, Seattle, and the Sunshine Coast, including Powell River. Book, board, and enjoy your travel experience now at HarborAir.com. You're drowning in spreadsheets.
Oh, no.
You want to keep eating food that's good for you, and it's also fresh and tasty.
Oh, yeah.
But since the luxury thief is continuing their crime spree, you're starving.
Oh, no.
But there's an oak file right by the office.
Oh, no.
That's good.
Oh, yeah. Did someone just microwave fish? That smell's gonna be everywhere.
Eat good. Eat tasty. Eat oak file. Head into one of our 100-plus locations across Canada today.
Thanks to all the car donations made to the Kidney Car Program, the Kidney Foundation of Canada can help numerous people living with kidney disease across the country. Those donations are instrumental in providing them with programs and invaluable support. When you give your car to the Kidney Car Program, it will be towed for free and recycled or resold. You'll also receive a tax receipt on at least $300. To continue to improve the quality of life of thousands of patients, the Kidney Car Program needs your car today. Visit kidneycar.ca.
Remember how hot it was last summer and how hard it was to find an air conditioner for your home? Moore and Russell Heating and Air Conditioning just got a huge shipment of air conditioners, including heat pumps, and stock is going fast. Save big with Moore and Russell's warehouse rebate event. Get up to $6,000 in savings and rebates on a new system. Plus, don't pay for 12 months while inventory lasts. Google Moore and Russell today. Let the guys in the green truck save you big bucks.
You're listening to AM 730. Hi, it's Jazz Joe. And once you're all caught up on traffic, head on over to 980 CKNW. It's more than news, it's context, perspective, opinion on the day's top stories. Check it out, The Jazz Joe Show on 980 CKNW.
BC Lions football. And it's the motion. It's the season opener at BC Place. Lions, Edmonton up. Cable Auctions pregame show Saturday at 6 on AM 730.
Yeah, don't miss out this Saturday. A great way to kick off your weekend. A good afternoon. 341, 11 rainy degrees here in downtown Vancouver. My name's Sadie Chung in the AM 730 Traffic Center. Coming up, we have a full rundown of Global Sky Tracker weather forecast with Christy Gordon. Another bridge and tunnel report is on its way. But first, let's check in with the latest traffic hot stops here for Ray Luck.
It's a busy Thursday for sure. So, we're on the phone with somebody telling us that there was a crash, but I couldn't figure out if it was on North Dell or the Alex Fraser Bridge. It's a little convoluted. It is frustrating when you're driving and trying to explain things. It's kind of hard, and I apologize if I was being curt, but I did not understand the wording. However, follow-up call simply just said Alex Fraser crashed north down south end middle lane. Simple as that. There we go. So that's the delay now. It's a crash on the Alex Fraser. It wasn't on North Dell, but it is a crash right to start the bridge in the middle lane, backed up down to 72nd. So it's been plagued with problems for the Alex Fraser. Today, southbound still busy from around Westminster Highway to Clifton. Then it starts to move. That's for the southbound direction. But northbound, we do have a crash here. Now, the Massey is suffering too because of all the commotion on the Alex Fraser today. Everybody went this way, but that didn't help when everybody does the same. Counterflow is in, yes, but it is still very busy for those Peters or Steveston, 5 Road Sinaway. Although, yeah, 5 Road Sinaway are getting better. It's exclusively Steveston. That's really messed up east and west. Let's go to Surrey. A crash on 64th westbound and 152. Right lane's tied up. Cruiser dealing with this one. Backed up quite a bit here. Jammed up almost to 168. North and south of 152. Looks like you are slowing down as well. A Burnaby stall on Canada Way, westbound of Kensington. Going down that hill. You're backed up all the way halfway between pretty much right at Burris and leading down to the bottom. This one is tying up the left lane. Medical emergency. Is this still here in downtown? Could be not. You know what? I'm leaning towards not. Georgia east out of Seymour appears to be opening up now. And then had a stall over in New West. This was Stewartson westbound on River Drive. Last we heard that was the left lane, but not causing much of a slowdown at this point. We might actually be on River Drive itself. Anything else? Let us know now. 7:30.
Trish and Ray, and now for Bridge and Tunnel report. Starting downtown for Granville and Cami, really nothing to worry about. Both viaducts, too, are in great shape. The Lions Gate has one lane both ways, so you'll get another lane flip in there sooner than later. So far, causing some southbound delays along Taylor Way and Marine Drive. Bridgedock is looking good both north and south, but northbound through the Stanley Park Conway, you are seeing some delays. And could still be this medical emergency on Georgia eastbound at Seymour on the right lane, pushing you back to Butte. Heading over to the Ironwood, we're starting with the upward levels portion. You're slow eastbound down the cut from Westview Drive. Pretty gridlock, but it's your typical rush hour. It always seems to clear across the bridge, but then again through the county it's busy. And you're slow eastbound around the Farmview Link stretch. Down to Richmond to Vancouver connections, heading towards the Arthur Lane southbound down Granville, it's slow. Northbound across the bridge, you are seeing some lane delays. Oak Street Bridge is in nice shape out of Richmond along Highway 99, but busy down Oak in the Marple area. You're pushed back to 57. Ninth Street Bridge is free and clear if you're heading south, but north is pretty busy from the merge points around Canby and Bridgeport. Traffic is inching to the 91. Down to the Massey Tunnel, counter flows in. You have 3 lanes heading south, 1 northbound lane. Still not really helping those coming out of Richmond. Still busy from what was going on at the Alex Fraser. So you're backed up on the 99 towards the 91, also affecting Stevenson Highway, pushing you to number 4 road. Out of Delta, also seeing those delays with just that 1 lane. Over to the Alex Fraser, there's a crash northbound at the south end. It's in the middle lane. That has traffic easing its way back to 64th, also causing some delays on 72nd. And keep in mind, there's a construction project here between Westview and 115, so you only have 1 lane both ways with the left lane tied up. East-West connector is busy eastbound from around Westminster Highway, also leading into those northbound delays around the 91 in Queensboro. Marine Way is spotty between Fraser and the Queensboro 20th both ways. Stewartson, you have a self-dump truck westbound at River Road. That is in the left lane. 6 is spotty. Over to the Patello, you're not that shape out of New West. Just a couple pockets of late volume down McBride. Missouri in really great shape. No delays on King George or Scott Road. Port Man, just some light eastbound volume across the bridge. Nothing to worry about. And again, some eastbound delays through the valley along Highway 1 between 200th and Glover Road, and westbound between Bradner and 248. You'll see those delays. Pete River Bridge doing fine between Poco and Pitt Meadows, and some eastbound volume with people heading home on the Mary Hill bypass. Wilmington Bridge is free and clear north and south, and the Mission Bridge is problem free both ways. Any updates, you can always give us a hands-free phone call on pound 730. If you can do so safely, don't be shy to send us a tweet at AM730 Traffic.
Hi, I'm Christy Gordon with your Global Sky Tracker for the forecast. Heavy rain expected throughout the day today. It's not going to ease to showers until overnight tonight. So we're talking about 10 to 40 millimeters of rain. In terms of the impact on the rivers, we only have a high stream flow advisory in place for the lower Fraser River at this point. So that means no major flooding is expected. Nonetheless, we're going to be tracking things closely in the days to come. As we head into our Friday, mainly cloudy skies expected, but I'm hoping for some breaks of blue sky here and there. At the vicinity is only a 40% chance of showers, so very spotty conditions Friday and into the weekend. In fact, I expect similar conditions into Saturday and Sunday also, although more sunny breaks expected over the weekend.
A new crash in North Van on Highway 1 eastbound after Camp Road. It's in the right lane, pushing traffic back around 15th Street. Only causing a small delay. You'll start to ease up around Edgemont, but then see this eastbound delay down the cut again due to rush hour volume from Westview Drive. It's busy. Also a crash on the Alex Fraser. More going on in Burnaby. We'll have the details after this.
Hi, Keith here from Speedy Glass. Windshield replacement shouldn't be complicated, which is why Speedy Glass will totally simplify the experience for you. Go to speedyglass.ca, select the service center at a time that suits you best. You'll find your model of our large inventory. Our certified technicians replace your windshield, then you're good to go. We even take care of your insurance claim. And our work comes with a lifetime warranty. Look your problem today. Conditions apply. Details at speedyglass.ca.
Speedy Glass Repair. Speedy Glass Repair.
It's time for the PC Insider Report. Over 100 new products for your best summer yet. I only have 30 seconds left to go with these. Lower iconic cookies, meet our PC Deca double chocolate cream pie, off the chart Deca. Use the barbecue, it's the PC Cedar Pine Sandwich. Cookie fish on wood, it's
fitness expert, stuntman, and retired pro athlete. Did you know that you have about 360 joints and about 650 named muscles? I bet you can name a few that are sore right now. My choice for relief is Sierrasil. The mineral-based joint Formula 14 health supplement and pain relief topical spray are second to none. Sierrasil is my choice to keep my joints and muscles feeling good. Remember Sierra, like the mountains, then S-I-L. Why wait? Get Sierrasil today.
When your truck and trailer need repair, it's the time to go to a service repair shop. We'll alignment shop and body shop to get it fixed right. Not you. You're going to ATI Truck Repair. It's an ICBC heavy-duty collision shop. They do it all from truck and trailer repairs to computerized wheel alignments to tailgate and roll-up door repairs. Save downtime and contact them today. Your one-stop fleet maintenance shop accredited by the Better Business Bureau. ATITruckRepair.ca. Are you ready to finally replace that missing tooth? Apple Dental Implant Center has appointments available at over a dozen locations across the Lower Mainland. There's no better time than now to get a consultation at an Apple Dental Implant Center location near you. Their dental implants start from just $999, and they now offer additional services like full suite dentistry. Don't miss out. Find a location near you at AppleDentalImplantCenter.com. AppleDentalImplantCenter.com.
This is AM 730. All traffic, all the time.
351, 11 degrees here in downtown Vancouver. Ziggy Chung here with you alongside Ray Luck in the AM 730 Traffic Center. Coming up, we have ferries, borders, bridges, and tunnels, but first the latest traffic hotspots.
Oh, I guess that's me. Okay, let's start off in North Van. There's a crash here on Highway 1 East at Cap Road. This one's tying up the right lane. You do have that Peter lane that comes in from Cap Road that joins up, but yeah, the regular right lane is the one that's impeded. Starting to filter volume back to the west Van side of the upper levels if you're heading towards the Ironworkers Memorial. Get past that, then you hit another wall up ahead after Westview, because that's rush hour down the road. Let's go to the Alex Fraser crash on the bridge again, northbound south end of the middle lane. Wow, that backed up quick. It is slowed down from 64th. The feeder routes on north, down, east, and west trying to get to that joiner is busy as well. Southbound Alex Fraser slowed today because of earlier trouble. It's still busy before Westminster Highway. The passing tunnel, by the way, is clearing up for those on the 99 proper here. Don't think of detouring for sure. Don't use those smaller routes down below and 5 roads sit away Steveston. Anything around there is a clog. Stay on the 99 is moving much better now. You go to northbound and Capitol in ahead from halfway between the 17 and the 17A. Let's go to Surrey. A crash on 64th westbound at 152. Right lane's tied up. Crews are dealing with this. The stall in Burnaby. This one is coming down Canada Way Hill, westbound at Kensington. Lose the left lane heavy from Burns. Medical emergency on Georgia. I think this one is wrapped up. This was eastbound at Seymour. What else do we have here? I was trying to listen to the voicemail. Looks like out of Mission, there might be a collision off of Low Heat at Nelson here. Maybe on that Silverdale Avenue stretch between Nelson and Wren. Looks like an incident, maybe a crash here, so you might be signal lane alternating at this point. Anything else? Let us know now. 730.
AM 730. Now the current conditions of BC Ferries.
Lots to list off for this evening. We'll start with Sports Bay to Tualatin. 4 o'clock is 3/4 full. And Tualatin to Sports Bay, 4 o'clock sitting nicely at half capacity. Dew Point to Tualatin, the 545 is sold out. Your best bet is to catch the 815. That is 3/4 full. And Tualatin to Dew Point, 545 on the brink of selling out. It's 90% sold. Tualatin to the Southern Gulf Islands, unfortunately, the last sailing for this evening at 7:15 is sold out. Your best bet is to catch one tomorrow at 10:25. 95% sold for that one. Departure Bay to Horseshoe Bay, the 555 is sitting at half capacity. And Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay, the 540, 80% sold. Langdale to Horseshoe Bay, 555, 85% sold. And sailing the other way around, Horseshoe Bay to Langdale, 445 sold out. Plenty of room on the 530. Lastly, Fourth Bay to the Southern Gulf Islands, the 428 is 3/4 sold. In to the ceiling. That means it's either under half full or ceiling later tonight. But any updates, give us a hands-free phone call. I'm down 7:30.
The AM 730 BCAA Travel Insurance Border Reports.
Checking out border wait times. Right now, if you're heading south, well, really not a problem at Peace Arch. That's looking around a 5 to 10 minute wait. Same for Pack and checking out Aldergrove. That's looking about a 5 to 10 minute wait as well. You're slow from around Zero Avenue. Right now at Sumas, Bisnier, you're slow past 4th Avenue, inching to By Road, so probably around a 20 to 40 minute wait here. Right now, heading north at Peace Arch, that's around a 30 minute wait to an hour, so definitely busier here at Aldergrove, 5 to 10, including trucks. Right now at Pacific, you're looking at a 5 to 10 minute wait here as well, including trucks. And at Sumas, that's around a 30 minute wait to an hour at minimum. Keep in mind, border wait times are just estimates, and they're always changing. In North Van, you got a crash on Highway 1 East up after Cap Road. That is in the right lane. Also just seeing some heavy delays on Highway 1 East down the cut towards the Iron Bridge, your typical rush hour volume. You got a crash on the Alex Fraser northbound at the south end. That is in the middle lane. Really causing some delays as well as on the east-west connector heading east and also around the Queensboro heading north. Massey Tunnel starting to improve. Southbound down the 99, still backed up around Westminster Highway. Stevenson Highway eastbound also slowed from around number 4 Road. And you got a stall in Burnaby on Canada Way, westbound at Kensington. That's in the left lane with traffic pushed back to Burris. Lots more to come after the break.
Now with a showcase this June. The 4th days of social media.
You really want to know my story? The story of my life?
Comes the true story of an LA icon.
The truth is, I'm something that you have to experience.
And the producer of Mr. Robot and Homecoming, starring Golden Globe nominee Emmy Rossum.
I'm Angeline.
And Kia Jonah. All new Wednesdays on Showcase. Also available on Stack TV. As a business owner, navigating the never-ending COVID restrictions is exhausting. If it weren't for our regular customers, I wasn't sure we would make it to now.
Thank you. As a consumer, I make it a point to shop in and around my neighborhood. Surrey's an amazing city filled with amazing people.
The Surrey Board of Trade thinks so too. We're better together. It's how we as a community will come out stronger. Think local, shop local. Hashtag Surrey Strong. That's hashtag Surrey Strong.
This is AM 730 CKGO Vancouver. Traffic on the Joe. A Course Entertainment Company.
Public workers deliver services our communities rely on, whether it's fighting wildfires, protecting at-risk children, staffing the court system, or running our liquor and cannabis stores. The BC Public Service is there for us. But as the cost of living skyrockets, these workers are falling behind. Now is the time to invest in sustainable public services for our future. A message from members of the BC General Employees Union, BCGEU.
It's so unbearably hot in here.
Well, you've got 2 choices. Bear it all or call Thompson Industries.
Okay, I think I'll take air over bear. Pass me my phone. When surviving the seasons feels unbearable, call on the heating and air conditioning pros for a free in-home estimate. Thompson Industries has the solutions you need for comfortable living in every room of the house. Stay cool this summer. Service, repair, and maintenance calls for all makes and models too. ThompsonIndustries.ca. Job done right, day or night.
Now, the BC Lions Huddle, presented by Resurrection Spirits.
To say there is a buzz about the BC Lions season opener against the Edmonton Elks this Saturday at BC Place Stadium is an understatement. The Canadian Club backyard block party, the One Republic pregame concert, and an exciting young quarterback in Nathan Rourke have local football fans buying tickets at Talking Leos. As a result, the team announced yesterday that the lower bowl is sold out and that certain sections in the upper bowl have now been opened. Now the Lions have to hold up to their end of the bargain, play an entertaining brand of football that results in a win. Because wins are what keeps fans coming back. The Lions Huddle, on Bacamo's Marjanic.
The BC Lions Huddle, presented by Resurrection Spirits. The finest spirits handcrafted with local ingredients. Visit resurrectionspirits.ca.
Hey, it's Julio Caravana here. I want to tell you about a little East Vancouver secret that's about to not be a secret for much longer. Resurrection Spirits is an East Vancouver distillery featuring seasonal cocktails made with handcrafted spirits. They are reclaiming the tradition of using distinct rye grain-based spirits made from 100% BC products to craft straight rye whiskey and gin. Check them out on Franklin Street in the East Village neighborhood of Vancouver or online at resurrectionspirits.ca.
This city needs a great traffic station, and AM 730 is here for you.
4 p.m. now, 11 degrees in downtown Vancouver. Coming up, Bridge and Tunnel Report. A global sky tracker weather on the way as well, but we are starting with the hot spots again when we join Sadie Chum.
Great news in North Vancouver. You're clear of the crash. It was on Highway 1 eastbound after Camp Road. That kind of section has no more delays, but just a little further east on Lonsdale, you do see your rush hour volume heading down the cut towards the Ironworkers. So one part is clear, but you'll still run into delays. Over to the Ninth Street Bridge, you got a new crash out there northbound at the south end under Bridgeport. That is in the left lane. Traffic is pushed back to the 91. Not looking good, but also we typically see this kind of merge volume normally at this time, so it's not putting too much of a dent in there. To the Alex Fraser, there's a crash northbound at the south end. It has the middle lane blocked while pushing traffic back past 64th. And the 91 towards the 99 is also busy, probably for those bridge repairs. For the Nickel-Mackle River Bridge, I believe that's on Highway 99 between King George and 32nd Avenue. So there's new traffic pattern change there. So once those delays from the Alex Fraser meet with the 91, it is not going to look pretty. It's busy. Lots of people sticking to the Mountie Tunnel as an alternate route. You do have 3 lanes heading south now, but not quite clear of those delays from all the commotion at the Alex Fraser. You're still closing around Westminster Highway eastbound on Stevenson. It backed up to number 4 Road. Heading over to Surrey, you got a crash on 64th Avenue westbound at 152nd. That is in the right lane with crews on scene. And over to Barbie, still looking at a stall on Canada Way. Westbound at Kensington in the left lane. Traffic is pushed back solid to Burris. Anything else, give us a call, but do it hands-free at pound 730.
Bridge and Tunnel Report begins with the downtown 3. Canby, Granville, Burrard, they are moving fine. A Lionsgate exiting downtown. That's not too bad. Inbound volume is slowing down where North and West End join up in some slow pockets too as you get inside the Stanley Park Causeway. The AM 730 Traffic Center now. Here's Trish Jewison.
Very busy for southbound traffic out of North Vancouver to the Ironworkers today. The lineup starts at Westview Drive. It's following all the way down the cut across the bridge through the Cascade Tunnel and further east on Highway 1. It goes left until well past the Burnaby Lake Stretch. All feeder routes out of North Vancouver are busy as well. So far, so good for westbound traffic on Highway 1 out of Vancouver. No delays quite yet. Boyd on Body Glasses doesn't serve you. All British Columbia locations are open. For your estimates or repairs, visit BoydonBody.com for details. I'm Trish Jewison in the AM 730 Traffic Center.
And we'll continue down to the Richmond to Vancouver bridges. Are delaying not bad. Oak Street's fine, but Marple still slow from 57 to 70th. Nice Street North dense from before Canopy, but we got word of a crash. Looks like it's directly underneath Bridgeport, so there's 2 Bridgeport merges, the double whammy there. So right at the first one, where as you go underneath Bridgeport, it's impacting the left lane. So that gives time for the second on-ramp up ahead to kind of go a little faster down the bridge. Southbound is slowing down at the beginning of the bridge as well from Southeast Marine on. Massey Tunnel South still steady from Steveston from Westminster Highway down to the Tube. As we've been mentioning though, Steveston is a mess eastbound from 4 Road, leaving the Horseshoe Way industrial area is a complete nightmare as all the folks who get off work through this area are just stuck. It's because of earlier trouble at the Alex Fraser Bridge, displacing everybody to the Massey. Northbound Massey counterflows in, so you're crawling from north of the 17th. Also pretty slow right now, running through downtown the 99 south of the 17A down to just before 80th. Thinking this is just volume, when so much volume goes through at once, it can be a problem, but if you see something down the road here, pound 730, east, pretty good, except for when you get after the S-curve towards the Alex Fraser. All the way across to the south end of the Alex Fraser is a problem. Well, southbound, all lanes are open, but it's a northbound collision that's distracting you. Northbound, south end has a crash in the middle lane, so that's why you're still back past 64th. Now, coming down Nordell Hill, also crawling from 84th and up to the 91 connector, busy all the way to 17. 17 east and west, also grinding it out significantly both ways. Queensboro North, launch up when you're still parallel the east-west connector to the Start Bridge. Southbound's okay. Now the Patello, if you're southbound for McBride, heavy from the top of 10 all the way to the bridge. Royal is also busy from Stewartson to about 2nd Street. Port Bend, though, east side of your close, that is completely devoid of volume. Fraser Valley volume east, slow pockets through Langley and Abbotsford. Typical stuff, honestly. Westbound, some slow pockets through Abbotsford and Langley as well. Mission Bridge cleared. Maryville bypass, east and west. Sluggish both ways between Shaughnessy and Pitt River Road. Pitt Bridge and the Golden Ears both are problem-free.
Hi, I'm Christy Gordon with your Global Sky Tracker with the forecast. Heavy rain expected throughout the day today. It's not going to ease to showers until overnight tonight. So we're talking about 10 to 40 millimeters of rain. In terms of the impact on the rivers, we only have a high stream flow advisory in place for the lower Fraser River at this point. So that means no major flooding is expected. Nonetheless, we're going to be tracking things closely in the days to come. As we head into our Friday, mainly cloudy skies expected, but I'm hoping for some breaks of blue sky here and there. At the least, it's only a 40% chance of showers, so very spotty conditions Friday and into the weekend. In fact, I expect similar conditions into Saturday and Sunday also, although more sunny breaks expected over the weekend.
Traffic headlines. So northbound's crash quickly cleared. Highway 1 east after Cap Road, that is gone. But 9th Street Bridge, crash here, northbound, south end of Bridgeport, underneath Bridgeport essentially. This one was in the left lane, so kind of holding up that first Bridgeport merge backed up all the way to Canby. Now, the Alex Fraser, it is cursed today for the Alex Fraser. So many problems. The latest one was a northbound crash at the south end. That one cleared up. It's moving a little better, but so much merge volume coming from Nodell and Highway 17, that 91 connector, northbound 91, still grinding it out from the truck rest area. But of course, it has to happen now. A southbound crash at about mid-span. 2 left lanes are tied up now. If you're heading south across the Alex Fraser, another trouble spot. So the Alex Fraser, just avoid it for today. It is not looking good. It's got, bad mojo today for sure. Anything else, let us know now. 7:30. Hi, I'm Gord Howie, CEO of Coast Appliances. For a limited time, when you buy an appliance from Coast, you can get 3 years of protection for the price of 1 year.
Like if your dishwasher is dishwashing?
Well, yeah.
Or if your washer dryer is washer dryering?
You got it. Coast warranty offer covers you for a minimum of 3 years. We guarantee it.
So you guarantee the warranty?
You have a way with words, Olivia. Visit our 5 showrooms in Vancouver, North Vancouver, Coquitlam, Abbotsford, and Zurich. Restrictions apply. See store for details. For the best warranty on top brand name appliances, think Coast first. In these last few years have taught us nothing else. It's how interconnected we truly are. It doesn't matter if you're connected with the world or staying local. With cybercrimes on the rise, your business needs to be adaptive. Adaptive Technical can help protect your business network from online infections. They'll stop up gaps, even maintain and monitor your network from new and evolving viruses and malware. To stay vigilant and keep your data safe, go to beadaptive.ca.
This is AM 730. All traffic on the guide. Vancouver's traffic and information station. Now, here's Ray Lodge.
It is 4:08 and 11 degrees in downtown Vancouver. Coming up, we have the Bridge and Tunnel Report. Ferries and borders up next, but we are starting with the hot spots again. Here's Sadie Chung.
Oh, the Alex Fraser cursed bridge stay just avoided even if something clears. Just keep steering away because just one thing after another. We'll start with the good news here. Fairly fast northbound after south end. Still backed up solid close to Highway 10 down to 91. Just now 64th from now to 8th gridlock. Something to look forward to. It is gone though. It's right at the front of the line. But now there's a new one. It's installed. I did have some mixed information, but now I can confirm the southbound mid gridlock, so continue sticking with the Mousy Tunnel or the Tower if you want to loop around. Mousy Tunnel's not in great shape either, though. You do have 3 lanes heading south, but even with counterflow, because so many folks are using this instead, traffic is backed up close to the 91. Stevenson is also busy. I had a caller say it took him about an hour to get to the Mousy Tunnel. Flow from around number 4 road. The Knightsbury Bridge also has a crash. This one is northbound at the south end at Bridgeport. It is in the left lane. Kind of hard to pick out these delays because typically there is large volume from around Bridgeport in County, so it's not putting too much of a dent into that volume that's normally already there. Considering a crash on 64th Avenue westbound at 152nd, that's in the right lane with crews on scene. And it's still in Burnaby on Canada Way westbound at Kensington in the left. Anything else, give us a call to do hands free. I'm Pound 730.
AM 730. Now the current conditions of BC Ferries.
Boats that are half full or more to Lawson to Swartz Bay. The 5 that is at 55%, the 7 and the 9 at 70. Go the other way, Swartz Bay to Lawson, 5 o'clock at 2/3. Same with the 6 p.m. 7 approaching 70% sold with a 9 at 60. Move on to Lawson, Dew Point, 5:45, 95%, 8:15, 90% as well. 10:45, that's 70. Moving on to Dew Point to Lawson, 1 sail wait, 8:15 now, 75%, 10:45 at 55. Lawson, Somerville Island, 1 sail wait, that's it for tonight. Tomorrow's boats are filling up to the brim. Continue to Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay, 1 sail wait, lots of space for the 7:30 option. Departure Bay to Horseshoe Bay now, 5:55 and 70% as well. What else? Horseshoe Bay to Langdale, 1 sail wait. The rest of the boats after that are flying. Langdale to Horseshoe Bay, 5:55, 90% as well. The rest of the sailing's pretty good, all under half. So minor mass, no longer mandatory. Recommended for BC Ferry travels.
The AM 730 BCAA Travel Insurance Motor Report.
Keysarge South looks to be about a 15-minute delay. Northbound about 20-25. Back Highway South 5 minutes, and northbound maybe another 10 to 15. All the Grove and Subass are light at this time. Keep in mind, motorway times are estimates, and they're always changing.
The AM 730 Motor Report.
Driven by BCAA. In case of a flat tire, lock, keys, and more, BCAA is only a click away. Join today at BCAA.com.
So you want to get smarter about any business? You don't have hours to read the paper's business section every day? Then you don't have to. I'm Rick Hay.
And I'm Jay Rose.
And every day we host a Peak Daily podcast getting you up to speed on Canadian business, tech, and finance news in less than 10 minutes every morning.
It's the perfect way to get the key facts and the stories you need to know about, all in the time it takes you to have your morning coffee.
Get the news you need and then get on with your day. Listen to the Peak Daily podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Bridge and tunnel report begins with the downtown ones. Canby, Granville, Burrard moving fine. Lionsgate North heading out of downtown. Theater inbound. Not too bad, just slowing down where north and west end join together. Upper levels coming down the cut. It's busy from Lonsdale down the cut, but that's just typical rush hour volume. On the other side, you slow down from getting off the bridge leading up to the